Hello, welcome to the stream today, guys.
Sugoi.
I just took a drink and it went down the wrong way, so if I'm like hacking up a lung, my apologies. Water is dangerous stuff, apparently. Alright. There's our good old camera focus friend. There we go. Put him in focus for a minute. And okay, we're looking good. Evie's back to grace us with their presence. Alright, deep breaths, Colin, you're okay. But welcome. Thanks for joining us today. It is probably going to be a shorter stream today. I don't know if you saw the announcement on Instagram and Discord. But we're still waiting on the mail. The mail has not been kind to us, but we have enough to do at least 2 hit drafts, which will be rallied after we finish off the rest of the queue. For people that ordered leftover packs from Friday, they ordered while we were offline. So we've got, Barry, Matt, Eddie, and then some non-celebrations packs down at the bottom. Let's see. So I think we will go through RJ down here. So order 799, 16799, and then we will do our drafts, because I did say we'd go through the queue and then drafts. So if the queue keeps extending, we will stop here at this order and rally the drafts. At least 2 of them, okay? Hopefully that sounds fair to everybody. Oh no, you too, Free? Of my 3 pre-orders, 1 is delayed, 1 hasn't shipped, and 1 sent me the wrong thing. That's rude. So,
and Steven, yours too.
Oh no!
Yeah, the mail, when they said there was going to be, longer mail delays starting October 1st, they meant it. We are full in on that holiday season.
Yeah. The good news is, according to our tracking numbers, we should have a whole bunch for Monday. We'll see. I don't even know anymore. But we should have a whole bunch and be able to do a pretty loaded stream on Monday. So that's the tentative plan. Is to be live tomorrow, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I've already informed Beryllium, so we are all good on other stream conflicts.
But before we jump into all of that stuff, I did want to announce that buybacks are officially open.
Sugoi!
All buybacks. So if you want to do buybacks for holos, reverses, V level cards, V's, GXs, etc., and V maxes, those are now attached to the Send My Stuff product. So when you request shipping, you can also request to do buybacks for those cards. For top-loaded cards, if you look at the main navigation for the website, actually, let me pull it up. Let me see if I can just go through it together. Maybe. I think I have a window for this.
Oh, I should probably make a command for this as well.
I don't know what our window is doing. It's doing something funky, but... Hold up. Weird things are happening. Oh, because I opened it in the wrong tab. That's why. Hold up. Get out. You can do this, Colin. Technology is not the boss of you. Momentarily it is. Not that one either. We'll get there. Aha. Maybe. Okay, now we're back in business. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I was saying that buybacks are available. So if you go to the main navigation on the website, this is like a mobile view. But if you go down, it is now at the very end. There's a section called buybacks. If you're on desktop, if you do the drop down for more, you'll find buybacks there at the very end. So you click on that. Here is our full buyback policy. If you're interested, feel free to give it a read. Our current rates in a table here. But I actually was able to open up, like if you have top loaders, or not top loaders, but top loaded cards, so we're talking full arts, secret rares, alt arts,
You finish your thought.
cards that belong in a top loader, you can click here and it will take you to our form to fill out to offer buybacks for those. So sleeved things or hollows are through Send My Stuff, and anything top loaded is through this form on the buyback page.
You need to add that link to the table. It still says coming soon to the table.
Cool beans. Well, close enough.
Yep. So yeah, it's not coming soon. Colin got a ton of stuff done today, and
I didn't think I was going to finish it today, but I did. So that is available for anyone who is interested. Again, just want to be fully transparent. Our prices are probably not the best out there. If you want to go through the work and sell it back yourself, there are probably other options for more money. But if you're interested in gift cards, which is what we're offering, or if it's just convenient for you and you have way too many hollows, it is an available option for you. So check it out. If you have any questions, if you go through the form and you're confused, feel free to drop a question in chat. We can talk about it. It is brand new. There's probably a few hiccups in there somewhere. But
Yep.
for now,
And if you are interested in like the Hollow and the V's and stuff like that buyback, and you've already done a Send My Stuff this week, just shoot us an email, and we'll make a note on your order to go through it.
I'm going to try and reach out to everybody who has done a Send My Stuff since they didn't get that option, since it just opened today. I'm going to try and reach out through email and be like, hey, let me know if this is something you want to do. But otherwise, going forward, I think we're going to be okay. All right. Okay, anything else we need to talk about before we get going?
We reloaded promos, so those of you who are looking for the Zacian Level X promo, if you were looking for that sweet Surfing Pikachu transforming pin, those we ended up restocking. I added a few more units to the Greninjas and the Celebration sleeves, because we were running low on those. No current word yet on Dark Sylveon. I know a lot of you were interested in picking up that promo. We hopefully will have more this week, but it really depends on what boxes show up this week before shipping, because I don't want to put something and then it doesn't make it into your shipping this week.
That would be sad. Alright, well then, without further ado, let's start in on our list. Barry, up first with some personals. Again, if you're just jumping in, we are currently out of personals and breaks on the store today, but we will have some hit draft rallies once we finish up with order 16799. After that order, we will do some rallies for drafts.
Also, yeah, Shuya, Black for Blood was super fun last night. Although I'm really sad, I played that level with the jukebox again, and it totally was playing copyrighted music, so I'm going to have to figure out a solution for that.
Alright,
Maybe contacting the devs.
21 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21.
Yeah, but we should have some more Dark Sylveons coming in either this week or next week whenever the mail shows up. So we will make sure to do an Instagram announcement before putting more inventory into that one. So you will hopefully be able to catch word of that.
Got some
RJ.
upside down luck. Zacian V. Also Stilna with the sub. That's 6 months now. Thank you.
Segoy upgrading to the Ultra Ball. I think.
I don't even know anymore.
I can't remember which ones are at which month.
I can't count that high. Stay with me. We've got, oh my goodness, 2 in a row. Upside down twin.
Sugoi.
Are there still drafts and breaks later? There are going to be some hit drafts. So once we pass order number 16799, we will do some hit drafts. At least 2, depending on if we get any more before that time, but at least 2 hit drafts. And yes, they are being rallied. Sugoi getting the Groudon. Okay, so if you guys have noticed, Celebrations uses a lot of top loaders. So we did want to update you and let you know that we are no longer going to be top loading full art Pikachu. It's just going to be sleeved because it is everywhere, and if you've checked out its value, it's not very high in value, so no top loaders for full art Pikachu. We looked at a couple of other cards in the Classic Collection that are under $2 in value at the moment, so that includes Imposter Professor Oak, Claydol, and Team Rocket.
Yeah.
So all of those are no longer going to be top loaded as well. They're all under $2 in value, so we feel like it's okay.
Yeah, so for hit shuffles, they will...
This one. Here comes Team Rocket, though.
For hit shuffles, because they are Classic Collection, they will still count as a Classic Collection hit in the top-loaded stack. But they will be shipped out safely and securely in team bags and sleeved when mail day comes around. It also will help us probably get through orders faster because it takes a while to top load all of them.
There's our thick boy Pikachu. Full art. He's still a cute card. I still love him. I'm just not getting a top loader anymore.
He'll be appreciated. 30th anniversary, that Pikachu. People are going to be like, oh man, I missed out on that Pika.
Hey, Spiffy, welcome.
Oof, free. They sent you a Pikachu V Union box instead of the ETB.
Oh.
The special ETB. Well, hopefully they're able to get you a replacement on that one and not just refund.
I can't remember exactly who won the giveaway, but you're also welcome to look at the timestamps. Go watch it back if you're curious. Alright, Claydol, Sugoi. Oh, they've gotten a strongly worded email. I hope they rectify that very, very soon. Pikachu full art.
Sugoi. But yeah, so when we do hit shuffles, the Pikachu full art will go with the Pikachu Vs in the non-Classic Collection side in future shuffles.
Surfing VMAX.
Sugoi.
If you do command timestamps, Spiffy, that'll give you a direct link. You just click on the USA link, and it'll take you right to it. Timestamps are basically direct links to when your breaks or your personals got opened in the stream, so you don't have to like scrub through the entire VOD. So like if you placed an order, you can go look up your name and click on the link and watch it right there. But we also timestamp the giveaways, so you can just go immediately watch the giveaway and see who won as well. There should be tabs at the bottom corresponding to the date. Oh, birthday Pikachu!
Sugoi!
And Zacian V. Lots of Zacian. That one wasn't upside down though. Birthday boy. Ah, nostalgia. Nostalgia, so much nostalgia in that card. Sadly, Ghost and I are done with birthdays for the year, so we Gotta wait for another round. Pikachu, Sugoi.
Sugoi! You know, I distinctly remember it wasn't a sadly when your birthday rolled around, though.
I get very excited about my birthday, let's be honest. I don't get excited about getting older, but I'm like, yeah, cake, ice cream.
I was gonna say, like, I don't think you would want an additional birthday this year.
Garchomp, level X, and Professor's Research, 2 for 1.
Sugoi!
Next anniversary, you guys should put the birthday Pika as a ladder prize. It's a Bari birthday!
Not a terrible idea.
Happy belated. Thank you. My birthday was in April. You're a little late there, Shuya. Aww. Tattoo artist canceled on you. You gotta wait until Tuesday. When I first started reading that, I thought they like completely canceled on you. I was like, oh no! But just delay. Okay, that's better. Yeah, I know, I was here. The birthday Pika is upside down. Does that mean the cake is a snake cake? Yes? Question mark? There's a snake in my cake.
That would be a concern.
I mean, maybe the snake has a sweet tooth.
But they should, you know, get a slice like everyone else rather than diving straight into the whole cake.
What if it's the snake's birthday?
Okay, then they're allowed to be in the cake, yes.
Pika!
Sugoi!
Are you guys updating the ladder winners for the end of September before the next shipping date? Oh, have I not? Shame on me.
We have had so much great stuff.
Yes, I will update any ladders that have not been updated before shipping. I mean, Reshiram, Sugoi!
Sugoi! I'm blinded.
Pikachu. I usually update ladders on the day of shipping, so that's probably why I forgot. It's because we didn't do shipping this weekend.
Yeah, because we for the set
I'm
release
usually
streams.
like putting the cards in the drawers and everything right before we package up everything, so my bad. Reshiram. Yeah, I think we do have somebody named Jesus. Who buys some things.
Blind, so much glitter, exactly.
Zamazenta, there we go.
Sugoi.
Shield Doggo, represent, man.
The funny thing is, it's Flying Pikachu VMAX that's like blinding on stream with the angle.
Next Berry anniversary ladder should be Snake Cake, Birthday Pika, and a Rainbow Cake. All the cakes, Sugoi.
Sugoi!
We got Rocket's admin for Barry, so Sugoi for that.
Sugoi. Should use a different foiling. Apparently, when those cards originally came out, they did have like a full sheet foiling kind of thing.
Crazy.
And so I think they just swapped out the foil sheets in the printer. But yeah, you know, like maybe slight consideration on that would have helped.
Alright, we got one more. And nothing crazy. But a nice big pile of hits here. We got plenty of Pikachus to keep you busy. Claydol, we got Here Comes Team Rocket. Rocket's admin, Shiny Reshiram Boy, Garchomp, Professor's Research, Birthday Pika, and Groudon. Oh, plus these guys too. Alright, Barry, congrats on those. And of course, the hollows are included as well. Alright, Matt, your turn next. 9 packs of celebrations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Best of luck to you, Matt. Reshiram!
Sugoi!
I'm honestly surprised that, like, in terms of value, the Reshiram isn't higher up in this set, but I
They're
feel
like, there's not many full arts in this set.
yeah, I guess I'm a little biased because I like the full art design, but maybe the older stuff, you know, Charizard, Gyarados, and whatnot. Well,
I was gonna say there wasn't terribly many full arts back in some of
yeah,
the earlier sets.
I didn't do that. But oh well. More to love for less. Got Rocket Zapdos, Sugoi.
Sugoi!
Just love his tiny face. He's so angry. Just like, zap zap. Leave me alone. Everything in this set's gonna go up, I think. Everybody's opening it right now, and the market is flooded. That is very true. Once it stops becoming the hot thing. Yeah, I bet you once we move on to, like, Fusion Strike or something like that, I think you're right. Theo, I love them. They are my favorites in this set. Yeah, they're like, at first the whole Sparkle was a bit overwhelming, but now that I've seen it a few times, I'm like, yeah, I really like this. Surfing Pika. When is Fusion Strike? So Fusion Strike is early mid-November. I think it's the 12th November. Ghost, do you think?
I believe that sounds right, yes.
Whatever is a Friday around November 12th. Full art, Professor's Research. Maintains. I was wondering that because after everyone goes through their packs, these packs aren't going to be easy to get considering we can't buy loose packs. You know, that's true. I mean, it'll probably turn into something similar to Champion's Path, where it's really hard to find now. It's just kind of not available unless you want to pay a lot more. But we will enjoy it now while we can. Zamazentavi, Sugoi.
Sugoi!
Also, K11, thank you for the follow. I don't know why I thought it was sooner, but okay. I know, we have to wait. It's lame. Poke with the host, thank you. I don't know about you guys, but for me, I feel like October is just flying.
I know! It's already halfway done!
How is it the 10th
Or
already?
third done.
It feels like it's the first.
I'm gonna go buy candy one of these weekends. Fill up the
Pumpkin.
Pokeballs for kids.
Shuya with the host as well, thank you.
I'm gonna go quickly take a note to the door to make sure they ring the bell.
Gotcha.
Because we might not hear a knock over the Sugoys.
That's fair. Alright, well, what do we got? We got Groudon, Zapdos, Professor's Research, and Confetti Cannon, Reshiram. Some sleeved hits as well, and of course hollows for you. All the hollows. Oh, another note on buybacks. Since Celebrations hollows are hollows, you're welcome to offer those for buybacks. But do note that because of our limited manpower, we cannot pick out duplicates for buybacks. It's just too much to ask for hollows and reverses. There's too many. So if you want a complete set of your hollows for Celebrations, maybe skip the Celebrations for buybacks. If that's something you were looking at, because we cannot pick out duplicates. Alright, who is up next? We've got Eddie. Eddie with the last of our leftover personals. We've got 12, 24, 36. Math. Got a fake booster box for Eddie. 1, 2,
Ooh, yeah, I do need to go find my costume.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I don't know where I put my lab coat, but I will find it.
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Welcome, Zach the Snorlax.
Welcome!
I think we're doing alright today.
Mhm.
Today's stream's pretty chill. Might be pretty short. Oh, okay.
And it might be 14 hours. You never know!
Okay, let's just split that because they ain't cooperating. Alright, Eddie. Best of luck to you. Let's open your celebrations as close as we're getting to a booster box. 36 packs. 36 packs is a booster box, right, Ghost?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I mean, these are technically like Japanese packs, so it'd be like 30 per booster box. But
Fresh Ram, popular guy today.
so
Alright. But I hope everybody had a good Saturday yesterday. Took some time to relax, maybe, or...
Yep. I saw some of you on my stream, so I appreciate you swinging by. Watching some zombie killing.
Sash and V, Segoy.
So going. Also, fun fact, Back for Blood is coming to the Xbox Game Pass, so anyone who has the Game Pass thing gets Back for Blood starting the 12th.
Nice.
So, and it's full crossplay, so I can play with everyone who has that.
Whoop, whoop. Alright, Groudon, Segoy.
So going.
Since this is a special set, it would only be like 10 per box, like Shiny Star V. I thought Shiny Star V was like fat packs.
Yeah, because they were extra packs, which is why they went less per box. I don't think they've done a small box and 5 card packs, but maybe they have. Because, yeah, Tag Team was like 10 cards, and Shiny Star was 7? 8? I don't know, we didn't get to open much Shiny Star.
No. Flying VMAX.
So going.
Here comes Team Rocket.
So going.
Oh, Tag Team All-Stars, how I miss thee. That was a fun one. We didn't even open very much, but we had fun.
We got crazy good pulls out of it.
True,
Never
so
did get our God
I
pack,
guess
though.
it could be a 30-pack box, and Tag Team also has the same amount of cards as Shiny Star.
Okay, so they were both the 10-pack.
I would laugh really hard if Pokemon Company decided to just make a collection box of a holiday set that just had 36 packs. But it's a box. Like a collection box.
I would be all for that. Like,
It would
yes.
be really funny.
Save the environment, please, Pokemon Company.
Venusaur!
So going. Or, you know how they made like the first partner packs and there's these jumbo giant pack wrappers?
Yep.
Just make super fat packs where they're like a block of like 60 cards in a single pack.
60 cards in one pack.
Yep. And then have it like different spots through, like you make it basically all the different packs, but just save the wrappers, kind of a thing. So it's like, 6 to 10 packs worth of cards, and then every, so often is where the hits are. Basically, I just want them to make cubes.
Official cubes.
Yep.
Got spoiled the first booster box I bought of Tag Team at $64 and got the gold Pika Zekrom.
Ooh, nice.
Full art, Professor's Hiccups. Research. My only 2 packs got me the gold Mew Mew.
Ooh.
Lucky. Yeah, we missed out on that era. But we got to open a few for our old variety bundles, if anybody remembers. But now, you know, Japanese is going through the roof, price-wise, so...
Also, speaking of, like, gold Pika-ROM and stuff like that, has anyone gotten the English gold Pika-ROM or Reshizard?
Is it out now?
I think
Played
so.
all.
Like, I've heard mixed things. Like, some places those were delayed, some places they're out.
Oh, I thought they were coming out later. Wait, no more top loaders for Clay Dolls. I forgot.
Oh, I got the gold Mew for one mini tin. That's insane.
You should do a booster box of its 2 packs with 18 pack worth in each. Just like this giant bag. It's like a team bag.
I wonder if a stack that large would cause potential damage issues.
I don't know if they could put it in like actual pack wrappers. They'd have to package it pretty tight.
Yeah.
Surfing VMAX.
So going. P-ROM coming in November in Canada. Okay.
Got Full Art Professor and Blastoise in 1 pack from Mini Tin.
Nice.
So Mini Tins have what? 1 celebrations or
Two celebrations and 1 regular pack.
Okay.
And a
2
coin.
packs. I kept thinking they were one celebrations, but 2 is even better.
Yeah, because normally a mini tin will have 2 packs, but they can fit 2 celebrations packs in place of 1 because they're 4 cards.
Skinny. Oh, we got Ray Ray.
Sugoi!
Mega Rayquaza EX. Flying Pikachu V.
Definitely don't pull enough Ray Ray, so good to see him.
Tag Team All Stars and Shiny Star V in room I'm saving for a rainy day. Oh, that'd be fun. Just break it out one day down the road.
One cool thing I did see they did with the mini tins is they have 1 mini tin per generation. So there's like a Bulbasaur,
Yeah.
Charmander, Squirtle, and Pikachu mini tin, and they just go Gen 2, Gen 3, all the way up to Gen 8.
Have we seen the sealed box for the mini tins? Yes. It is
Mhm.
pretty adorable. All the starters going on. Pikachu Full Art.
Sugoi!
Kind of surprised that's our first one so far for Eddie. These guys, they know how to show up. I want the card set from the mini tins. They look great. Oh, like the little art cards inside?
Mm.
Those are cute. We have some mini tins we're going to open. I should put it together. Take a look at it. Flying Pikachu V. So I finally played some more Unite since my wrist has been hurting. But I think it's back to the point where I can play video games again. I'm rusty, guys. I'm rusty. Gardevoir, Sugoi!
Sugoi!
I got to play with Raka and with Ghost, and we did all right. We won some, we lost some.
I was gonna say, we had a few good murder rounds. Like, you guys had like almost as many kills as I did on some of them.
Gardevoir.
You with the Mamoswine, the Ninetales combo, you guys were mean. I was
my
like, I don't
gosh.
even need to come up and help. You're like, I'm gonna go help the other guys because you aren't having
Early
issues.
game, you combo Mamo and Ninetales, and holy heck, like, other lane, just back up. You ain't winning this fight. Imposter Oak.
Sugoi, double oak.
And Full Art Oak. Raka played Mamoswine. I don't have him. I haven't played him yet. I don't know. I can't decide if I want to buy him or not. Did you buy him, Ghost?
I did, so you can
Okay,
try him out of my
I'll try him
account. Yeah, so I kind of had been stockpiling coins. So I'm like, oh, Sylveon's going to come out. I don't know how much they're going to be. And so then I bought Mamoswine, Sylveon, Lucario, and someone else. So I like completely nuked my coin stockpile.
Flying Pikachu V.
So go away. I need to pick up Talonflame because I have their skin now from the little rolly ball thing, and I don't like having a skin for something I don't own.
Yeah, sad day.
Also, I feel like Talonflame is going to be a really good Pokemon for, like, when your team is just not fully there strategy-wise, because you're really good at sniping objectives. And I take such wonderful sadistic pleasure in stealing Dreadnoughts and Zapdoses and like, oh, you think you had that, but yoink.
You are that person. Oh
Yep,
my gosh.
I am that person.
I hate that person. Just kidding, I don't hate you. Pikachu, Surfing Pikachu, and Rocket's admin, Sugoi.
Sugoi. But I have noticed a lot more people, like, very smartly, like, full team fighting on, like, objectives now, so it's like... And, like, I'm committed to fighting these people off, because I can't pull back to steal the Dreadnought while you guys are holding them back, because then you won't have enough power to keep holding all 5 of them back with 4. And I'm like, do I go for it? Do I wait? Do I...
Ooh, Thievul and Decidueye being leaked?
Ooh.
Okay, Thievul sounds real cool. Birthday Pikachu and OG Pikachu.
Sugoi. Thievul's ability is they can just steal Eos energy points from the enemy. Just, like, unbasket your goals.
Just goes around and loots your goals.
I will probably be playing Decidueye, because they sound like another ranged character. I've just learned that, like, I'm not as good at melee. Like, my mindset, I've got so used to Greninja, I need to be ranged, because my brain just doesn't process melee right. I'm like, yeah, I'm halfway across the lane, hitting attack button. Why am I not doing damage to them? Come on, Lucario, punch halfway across the lane.
Oh, Delta Raptor! We just miss it? I'm sorry, Delta Raptor, I am blanking on your actual name. I'm so sorry, but we did orders for Matt and for Barry and Eddie. That was meant to be.
Sugoi.
Don't take all the things there, Code. Got Lunala in the back. Birthday Pikachu, where are you going? Stay with us. Birthday Pikachu twins. Is anybody in chat a twin? Like, what's it like to share your birthday with somebody else, like, every single year? I mean, I guess if you're a twin, you'd probably be asking me the opposite question, like, what's it like to not share your birthday with someone else?
I knew some twins growing up, like if they were the exact same day, they would, like, every year they would swap who goes a week early.
Huh. That's kind of cool, so you have your own moment.
So it's back-to-back weekends, and then every other year, then the other twin would be the first one, and then the other one would be the second party.
That's kind of cool. Roland just pulled your Umbreon. Wifey is so happy on our first Twitch live.
Sugoi!
Hey, congrats.
Video proof of the awesome pull.
Umbreon is so nice. Every twin set I know gets along really well. You know, that's true, that's true. I don't think I would do well as a twin, but I've never been a twin, so I don't know if I can really say. Tapu Lele GX.
Sugoi!
Howler. But yeah, that's true. Like, they just kind of usually become really good friends as well as siblings. From what I've seen, I don't know. I should stop talking like I know what's going on. I'm trying to think if I know any twins well. I don't think I do. Thought she'd be...
Sugoi!
I actually met a pair of brothers who were 3 years apart, but their birthday was on the same day.
Oh, well.
What? Oh, sorry, Smoke Skull. Sorry, I missed you. Will celebrations restock at all today? Yes, Poke is
Hopefully.
correct. We will have 2 hit drafts, guaranteed. And if any more of our mail deliveries arrive while we're streaming, then we'll pop it open and do some more drafts. The tracking number said they were going to be here Sunday, but they're not here yet.
Yeah. They said Sunday by 7. It's 5 p.m., so there's a 2-hour window they can still arrive in. But
bare minimum, we have at least two hit drops that we will do after RJ's order, 16799, since that's what we said at the beginning of stream.
Yep.
Sorry, Maggie. I apologize. Are you okay to step in for a second?
Yes, absolutely.
I need to use the bathroom.
I get some hits, maybe?
Oh, yeah, you could. You just want to stare at Eddie's hits a little bit longer.
There is some beautiful ones.
Eddie, getting a lot of nice stuff here. At least a lot of variety.
Oh, love that birthday Pika.
Same.
But I really do like that idea. Like on Sugoi Stream birthday, we could do like a birthday Pika giveaway every year. So I might work on acquiring enough copies of that to plan for that. Or on our birthdays as well.
And these guys ran away too. So once again, if you're just tuning in, no longer top-loading Clay Doll, here comes Team Rocket, Full Art Pikachu, and Imposter Oak. Since those guys are less than $2 on TCG Player, and we're going through a lot of top loaders with this set.
Yep, they're still special hits, so they'll still be sleeved, but yeah, top loader supply, sadly not infinite.
Alright.
Fuller Pikachu supply apparently is.
Okay.
Alright, let's open some packs. We got some Pika bundles. How about the birthday of merging with Bari Bari? I guess there's no anniversary Pika, but, you know, you can take a look at that. Alright, 2-pack celebrations, 2 packs Vivid. Let's find some Chunkachus. So what would that be? That would be 4 birthday Pikachus per year. I think that's manageable. Got Nessa. Beauty and Fortress. Okay, so no bulk, but that only applies to the Vivid, so I'm going to move that aside so that way everything else goes where it needs to go. Blastoise! Aw, and that super cute Mew. I love Mew's tail. It's just like, my tail is super long, and I'm gonna curl it like a cinnamon roll, because I'm cute like a cinnamon roll. It's an anniversary birthday, so it's technically birth of Bari Bari USA. True, true. Okay, top loader, do you wanna... There we go. Honestly, the best Mew in the set, Fight Me Gold Lovers, just too happy. Look at that happy face. It's like, I'm celebrating. Also, that Mew is actually quite handy deck-wise. I don't know if you would be playing him in your active spot much, but being able to peek at the top 6 cards in your deck, like... I like how it's mysterious tail. It's like, yes, I'm distracting you with my cute tail. Oh, look, my tail is just going to pick up the top 6 cards of my deck and look through them real quick. Totally not cheating in the slightest, you know? Full art Pika Sugoi. Huh? Pika bundles, yielding a Pika. And that Blastoise. Away with all the hollows and all of the celebrations cards as well.
I'm back. I can come back if you want me to. I'm good.
Yes, because I need to shuffle another case of Evolving as well. So focused on celebrations this weekend. I'm like, oh yeah, other sets need to be stocked up.
Oh, Magikarp. Magikarp! In chat. Well, not anymore, but it was. Alright, we've got Ryan up next with some more Pikachu bundles. Alright, where did our Vivid go? Right here.
I had the same conversation with myself. I think you do have to shuffle your deck after. Oh, do you? Let me double check that on the card.
Celebrations.
Because I think it is, let's see. Yep, shuffle the other cards back into your deck. Yeah, so you can take an item card from the top 6 cards. So, I mean, it does give you, like, an item card search.
Best of luck to you. Here we go. Cute Eevee.
What was it? Was it Pokédex or the computer card way back when in the like the original TCG that let you like arrange the top 5 cards of your deck? That one was so powerful.
I remember playing that in the game, but I don't remember which card it was.
I was always very sad. I almost always took it out of my decks eventually because I'm like, well, all top 5 cards in my deck are not good. It's like now I just know I'm not going to get anything good for the next 5 turns. You know, back when the Pokemon TCG wasn't over in 5 turns sometimes.
Alright, Groudon, Serving Pikachu.
Sugoi.
Grab that Lucario, sure thing. Lucario. Okay, the rest of that should be Vivid.
Yeah, let's see. We got a tray of Vivid. Good on
Blastoise!
Okay.
Blastoise and the Flying VMAX.
Sugoi.
Man, I need to play Blastoise more in Unite. He's kind of scary when he gets going.
His ultimate scream will always haunt my nightmares.
Scream?
He like roars before spinning around and then immediately murdering me. Because I'm Greninja, so he takes half my health off, stuns me for 3 seconds, in which case he can take the rest off.
And we've got... That's it. Oh, those are hollows. Every time. Hollows in the hollow pile. There we go. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a flying chew. Alright, got no bulk for the Vivid. Okay. But we're getting Groudon and Blastoise from Celebrations. Vivid not being so nice to us. It's a Pikas. Alright, once again, we're going to do RJ's order, and then we're going to jump into our drafts. Oh, we just have one order for Maggie, though. Should we do Maggie before drafts?
I don't think that'd be too much of a problem.
Okay, okay. But no more after Maggie. After Maggie, we're going to do the drafts. I mean, you can still order, but we will do drafts first.
Yeah.
Evolving. 6 packs. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's also doubly beneficial because I have to go make sure I have the draft product set up correctly so that it doesn't do weird things again.
RJ, good luck. Are either of us going to start playing TCG now that live events are coming back? I mean, honestly, I wouldn't mind going to like a pre-release, but I don't know. I think probably not.
They tend to be Friday nights. I was looking around at like the local game stores. They're like,
Gyarados, Sugoi.
or actually no, they're Thursday nights because Friday nights is usually Magic.
Well, that's a problem.
Yeah, I know. I was like, it was interfering with our stream times.
Pooh.
But you know, maybe they'll not have it, and we can do a pre-release. And I can lose terribly because I haven't played in like 4 years.
Same, that's okay, Ghost. You can beat me. I believe in you. Because I don't know what I'm doing at all. How's my wrist? We are definitely making improvement. I'm actually going to go see the doctor on Tuesday again. So, we're getting there. I don't feel like I need to wear the brace all the time anymore. Come on, Evolving. Show us what you got. It's been a long time. It probably hasn't been a long time. It's just we've been opening so much celebrations. Aw, thanks, Maggie.
Let's see if I can call it again. Altart Glaceon. So I called the Altart VMAX last night.
Drowsy. Shadow. Come on, Evolving. Gyarados is lonely. Ah. Oh, we got Gyarados. Gyarados V.
So good.
Hollows and reverses and popsicles.
Oh my.
Have you guys been getting a lot of shiny Magikarp? I'm still struggling with one. I feel like that's one of the harder pulls, just overall.
Yeah, I have noticed that like it has trended as a higher value. Like it's gained almost $10 in value over the weekend because I think it's a very hard pull. I think we've gotten maybe 10 total. But that's like real rough ballparking because I've just seen so many cards. I can't count.
How many Altart bundles do we have for Maggie?
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get a label for you. It is...
I'd rather have the computer count than me so that I don't mess up.
10.
Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Evolving.
Yeah, honestly, I think our count of shiny Magikarps is probably very much on par with our Golden Mew count. They're probably very similar.
Yeah, I'd say that's accurate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. And then Battle Styles.
You know, Tapu Lele has been rare too, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Alright, Altarts. Please, please, please show up. We don't have any Altarts in celebrations, and it's kind of sad, so pile them on. Let's go.
Yeah, we have to wait till November for a new Altart to come out. So let's enjoy the ones that are.
Okay, Ghost. When do we want to open up the gym challenge again? I looked at my stash, and we're good for Norman. Still need that Altart VMAX chicken.
I would say probably after tomorrow's stream, since I feel like we'll be very busy with Celebration still, but then we're going to be, past set release weekend, and I think we can open it up for, like, Thursday this week, if we're doing a Thursday stream.
Sounds good to me.
We still need to figure out our remaining part of the weekend stream times.
Imagine if they did Altart surfing and flying Pika. I would be all for that.
So what they should have done
for Surfing Pikachu, it should have been Pikachu, Raichu, and Alolan Raichu riding a wave together. That would have been cool.
Like that moment in Lilo and Stitch where they're like sitting on each other's shoulders on the surfboard. What? They can all just sit on Alolan Raichu because he is the surfboard. Alright, Altarts, where you at? Huh? Where's anything? Battle Styles, what you doing? Wake up. Please? I ask nicely? Just make the Altart flying Pikachu the Pikachu on Pidgeotto from the anime opening for true nostalgia.
Ooh, good call. That's a good one.
Battle Styles. Wow, buddy. Ugh, Maggie, I'm sorry, that was mean. Alright. Chilling Rain. Double time. Let's go. Cinderace. I like that holo. Like action-packed holo. Celebi. Alright, we got something. Celebi.
Segoy.
Battle styles like losing battles. Battle styles is bad. I'm gonna go. You're in good company, Wolf Moon. We all make bad jokes here. I mean, I guess at the same time, these packs just make Celebrations packs look really good right about now. Jeez, what's going on? Chilling pain kind of a night. Articuno V, Segoy. Sometimes it's just bad old styles. Amen. That was a good one. That was a good one, Jupiter. You know, I do kind of miss the birds. The Galarian birds. Still really hoping for like a, you know, the 3-in-1 like they did with Hidden Fates with the Galarian forms. I think that'd be really sweet. Okay, evolving. Here we go. Game Face. Got the Altart Moltres from a Celebration Zacian box. That's awesome. Would love to see that card again. I feel like it's one of those cards that make you look twice. You're like, wow, that's a really like cool, dark design. Wait, what are all those creepy eyeballs everywhere? What?
It's Moltres' Spooky Army. Just in time for Spooky Month. Full Art Alistair from Zacian Box. Nice. Man, Zacian Box is hitting well. It's because it's the good doggo. He's fetching you hits. He has to put down his sword first, so he doesn't like doing it too often. But.
Didn't even know Snorlax was high value? Like the gold one? Oh, there we go. Full art, Suicune, Zagoi.
Zagoi.
These packs. Don't even know what to say right now. Moltres is just trying to steal the souls of the innocent. That's all. Oh, that's what's going on. Okay, good to know. I'll just like step back. Oh, you too, Poke? Your altar came from the Zacian box. Alright, guys. You heard it here. Zacian boxes. Good stuff. Rayquaza V, Zagoi. Got Rainbow Rose for my Zacian and Rainbow Flannery. Man, everybody getting good pulls from their extra packs. I'm glad, though. I'm really glad to hear that they've been pulling well, because I think it's been hard since it's not pure celebrations in the boxes. Went to GameStop to find packs. The guy in front of me was doing the same, but they gave him a Snorlax promo for being out of cards, but they didn't offer me anything. What? You're like, hey,
Aww.
I want what that guy's having. Come on. Well, okay. Rayquaza, Celebi, and Articuno Vs, plus our Suicune Full Art.
Zagoi. I will be right back.
Okay. Alright, and no bulk there. Got a couple alt art bundles too, but they're not showing up on the list. Okay, let me take a look. Let me refresh my screen. Yes, there they are. Got some alt art bundles, and Christine also's got some Evolving Skies. Okay, but we did say at the beginning of stream we were gonna do those drafts, so I do apologize. We are gonna do at least... Actually, let's just do the 2 drafts right now, then
Yep.
we'll come back to the queue.
Draft time.
I don't even know if we have more than 2 drafts right now. We're still waiting for the mail.
Yeah, they hopefully should be coming. They're going to be like 5:58 p.m. or 6:58 p.m. Ding dong.
So, alright.
It's like, hey, you had so many boxes, you're last on the list today.
So, how many packs are in our drafts again? Ghost?
They are 40-pack drafts. All right, so they need to be an active product with 0 inventory, and that's how it works.
I
Yes.
believe so.
Celebrations.
Oh, cute emote, Ryuria.
And I'm just going to... It's probably going to auto-increment the number, but I'm going to increment it again. Just so we
Delta
won't have issues.
Raptor, what does it mean on the site if it says shipped partially? If I pay to send stuff, does it not send it if it says partially? Okay, so we use Shopify a little bit differently than a lot of people. So when we fulfill an item, sometimes Shopify will tell you that it's been shipped. It has not. It has only been fulfilled, it hasn't been sent. So until you get a tracking number from us directly, it'll come from Pirate Ship, that's who we use for our shipping service. Until you get that tracking number, your stuff has not been shipped. Shopify is annoying that way, but there's not any way to really fix it.
Yeah, so
especially if you're using the Shopify app, it's going to tell you that all your stuff is shipped, and it's just a lie. I do apologize about that confusion. So until you hear from us, until you see a tracking number, nothing has been shipped.
Yeah. If you see, like, partially fulfilled, that means the cards have been put into your personal storage drawer. So I know that is currently what Vraka is working on, is fulfilling promo orders and getting them put away today. So you might see, order updates and stuff if you purchase promos and stuff over this last week.
All right. So let's talk about rallies real quick, since we are going to step into our hit drafts now. We're going to have 2 hit drafts, 40 packs per draft. These are hit drafts, which means we open up all the packs, we gather up all the hits, and then everyone in the draft gets to take turns choosing which hit they want, one at a time. If you would like to participate in the hit draft, we're going to do it through a rally system, which runs through the Twitch chat. In order to participate in these rallies, you do have to be a subscriber to our channel. We do apologize for any inconvenience there. It just helps us to keep down on trolls and people that pop in and don't know what they're signing up for. How does a rally work? So, in a minute, I'm going to drop a start command for the rally. When you see that start command drop in chat, if you would like to participate, you can type command join, and that tells our bot that you want to be considered for a spot in this draft. Spot is $59.50.
$59.50. Yep.
So this does cost real money. Please do not participate in the rally unless you are willing to pay $59.50 for a spot in this draft. Once everybody does their command join, I will end the rally, and then the bot will spit out 6 random winners from everyone that wanted in.
And yes, all of our drafts are pure nothing but celebrations.
Okay, I am going to turn the chat into sub-only mode, and we're going to get started. It's Slowbro, thank you for the sub.
Segoy.
40 packs in this draft. Let me start the rally and it'll tell you all the details on the screen. So 40 packs, $59.50 per spot.
Yep, product is all set and ready to go.
Alright, the rally is open. If you would like to join, now is the time. !join is how to tell the bot you'd like to be considered.
Yep, and even if it says the rally has succeeded, you can continue to join. It just means we have at least the minimum 6 people threshold. And then the bot's just going to randomly pick 6 of you out of all of those who wanted in.
Alright, we'll give it a second. But it does look like we have a fair amount of interest in our drafts. Okay, anybody else wanna do command join? Alright, I'm not seeing any movement, so I think I'm gonna end the rally. Let's find out who our winners are. Alright, we got Dark Shuya, Theo, Zach, Tyrus, MC, and RJ. Congrats.
Segoy.
I'm pretty sure all of you know the drill, but there's that link. Head to the shop, grab the spot with your Twitch name, and check out.
Yep, grab a spot only with your Twitch name. If you don't see spot 1 dash your name kind of a thing. If the names aren't showing up, just refresh the page. Standard spiel.
Alright, well, while they are checking out, I'm going to start counting out our celebrations packs.
See, now I really want to get a Sfeel plushie, so I can be like, that's our standard Sfeel. Oop, and put the Sfeel down.
Please do.
Trying to see if we have any Sfeel plushies, but
I
that is
don't think so.
yeah, I was like, I saw a round blue thing, but that's our Squirtle plushie from the Gym Challenge.
11. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Pokemon Storage System, subscribe 6 months. Do you guys
Thank
have a timestamp for Hit Shuffle number 4?
So we did do some of them out of order.
Yeah.
So it might just be later in the list. Because we listed them all up at the same time, people could buy number 5 before number 4 if they wanted to. So that's my first suggestion. But if it really is not on there anywhere, let me know and we'll take a look.
Nope, it is. It is. It's the 5 hours, 56 minutes. It was Let me make sure that actually goes to the right thing. I did a lot this weekend. I may not have had the timestamps linked to the right spot.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
Yep, no, it was linked to the right spot. So we're good.
17, 18, 19, 20.
But yeah, that would be on the tab for the 8th. Got notified you guys shipped my stuff. Ah, okay, you got the fake shipping notification sometimes that Shopify does by accident.
Yeah, until you receive a tracking number from us, we have not shipped anything. Shopify likes to make assumptions. It's like, oh yeah, you fulfilled that order, therefore you have shipped it. I'm like, no.
No, Shopify. Fulfilled means they are safely and securely stored in your personal storage drawer. Alright, we got 4 spots already. We got 5.
Jumping.
Also, sadly, we can't customize that notification to be like, this Shopify says this is shit, but they're lying. They are confused.
Most e-commerce stores that just, sell things online, they don't have a holding system like us, so Shopify is definitely not built for our system. We just kind of make it work.
When did the draft finish? There it is. Okay, it's Zack the Snorlax. I was trying to figure out whose spot had not appeared yet, so I knew to look for it. But no rush.
Ooh, nice. First draft with the new set.
Ooh, nice. Alright, we need 6 Gold Muse, Charizards, and Umbreons.
Okay, sure.
Or any combination of them to make the choices tough.
It's celebrations. It could happen.
Hoping for that birthday Pika. Ooh, yeah. I feel like we got a pretty good chance of pulling at least one birthday Pika.
Alright, here we go. Everybody's good. We'll timestamp it. And then if you want to grab that in the sheet.
Yep, doing so now. Where'd my draft page go? Yep. And this is... Okay, so it renamed it to number 8. So it does increment itself, so I need to remember to do that. Alright, cool. Fix the name column so we can actually see people's names, and we are good to go.
Alright guys, we will randomize the drafting order at the end. Once
For
we've opened everything.
maximum suspense.
Alright, 40 packs. Good luck.
Also, no worries at all, Zach. I have the hardest time, like, the autosave credit card thing always does, like, a 4-digit year, and it always pings an error. It's like, no, we want a 2-digit year. And I'm like, then why do you save a 4-digit if every form wants 2-digit?
Zamazenta V. The numbering for these hit drafts are all over the place. I know, right?
Just a little bit. I think so the hit drafts we have done this weekend have been hit drafts 2, 3, 6, and 8. Mostly because I wanted to make sure that none of them would be hidden because they had duplicate numbers.
Pikachu full art. Zamazenta. Wow,
So
more
annoying.
Zamazentas than Zacians so far. Since when does that happen? Bad things happen on the back end if we accidentally repeat a number. So we get paranoid and we're like, okay, we'll just put it up by another one. I don't remember if we switched it or not. So we end up skipping a lot of numbers just to be safe.
Because there's no harm in skipping a number other than, to my own sanity for not having a neat, organized, complete number system, but, it's a necessary casualty.
Max. Halloween Pokemon calendar is shipping, and the Funko Advent calendar too. That'll be fun, all festive. Okay, Celebrations, what are you doing? You're being battle styles here. Don't worry, guys. We're gonna get a full art Pikachu for everyone. Charizard, there we go.
Circle! Hey.
Nice, crispy Charizard.
Speaking of these Charizard, he's been creeping up in value over the weekend.
Charizard's a creeper. Oh, he's pretty. He's pretty. Okay, more of that. Have to get a Zard for everyone. Yeah, sharing is caring. Oh, Cleffa, and Full Art Professor's Research.
Double circle.
I'll be still at 70-ish.
Yeah, I think Umbee and Gold Mew have very much solidly settled at the 72 mark. They've been that way for like 2 or 3 days straight, so...
That's good. I really hope something needs to hold on to value in this set, 'cause if it all tanks, I'm gonna be sad. Lots of things went up in value. Glares at Venusaur.
Yeah, the original 3 starters, they went up a bit. There were much less common pulls, like... I think people have finally started figuring out, like, you know, which ones they see often enough and which ones they don't. We've got all 3 starters for you, Steven. Oh, that's awesome.
Sugoi. Alright, Donphan and Zacian.
Sugoi.
Donphan's nose looks like one of those half tires on the playground that they just put there to climb on. You feel me? Anybody?
I mean, he is kind of a wheel elephant.
He is kind of a tire. When I saw Venusaur go up this morning, I got a bit sad since I wanted to buy a single. Boo. Venusaur. Polar Pika.
Sugoi. I mean, it's still opening weekend. Who knows where things are going to be going in the coming weeks and months, but...
Agreed. Umbee, I just accepted, will always be at high prices. Umbee don't need no high-class set. He's a high-class Pokemon. Rocket's admin, Zamazenta.
Sugoi. I am just very appreciative that they kept Umbreon in the pack pulls and didn't make a collection box out of them, like they tend to do with
Yes.
evolutions that are awesome.
Oh, I don't know. Did you turn off sub chat?
Oh, geez, no, sorry.
I'm so sorry, guys.
My apologies. Still not used to that procedure. There we go. Everyone, welcome to talk again. My bad.
Sorry about that, Smoke Skull.
We need to get in the habit of doing that immediately once the rally closes. Carpzard and Gold Mew. Nice.
Venusaur, Sugoi.
Sugoi. Oh, you near eardrums, yes. Is that better? I have to turn the mic settings on the back so it like turns me down a little bit.
I am soft, Ghost is loud.
What?
Brock is kind of loud too.
Yeah, Baraka just intrudes. It's fine.
Hey, Brocka. Surfing, Pichu-V. Luxray and Surfing VMAX. Roland Wifey's a singer. Knows how to shout it to the world. for her. Luxray! Man, I haven't been singing since college, and I have just, like, lost my entire range. It's so sad. One of those use it or lose it kind of talents, right? Frozen Bolt, your reactions aren't that exciting when you pull good stuff. You're just like, oh, cool. Cool card. Full Art Pika. That's okay. I don't think you have to bounce off the walls. To each their own. Yeah, somebody got mad at me once for, like, not being excited enough for, like, a surprise gift. I was like, but I was genuine. I said thank you, and I was like, wow, that's really nice. But I didn't, like, scream and run around the house, and they're just like, well, you didn't like it enough. I'm like, excuse me?
I have missed this entire story.
Surfing PKV.
So
Frozen Bolt was saying that their reactions to pulling good stuff wasn't that, like, big. Aren't that exciting when they pull good stuff. And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And I was just saying that somebody got mad at me once for, like, not being excited enough about a surprise gift. I was like, I was genuine. I said thank you. I'm just not, like, that exuberant of a person, I guess. Surfing VMAX.
It's like, I'm sorry, I'm still working on the shocked face thumbnail for YouTube as your thank you, you know?
I feel like as long as you're genuine
Yeah.
and you're not faking it, I would be more upset if somebody faked excitement, you know?
Yeah, no.
Full Art Pika and Claydol. I celebrate on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Are you like Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory? Oh, I don't know if I've seen enough Big Bang Theory to say. I've seen a little bit, but I don't recall his reactions.
So
to gifts.
his reactions to gifting is, you haven't given me a gift, you've given me an obligation.
Ah, okay. I vaguely remember an episode like that.
I am very Sheldon-like. Like, I have a, running thing with some of my friends for Christmas gifts that we just don't get each other Christmas gifts. Or we get, we announce, oh, I'm getting you a $25 Steam card. And I'm like, I'm getting you a $25 Steam card. And, that kind of a thing. Because that way we don't feel like we're doing unequal gifting kind of a thing.
Groudon. I mean, I can accept a gift, but if you want me to, like, start screaming and running around, like, you're gonna be disappointed. I'll just be like, oh, thank you, that's really sweet of you. I'm glad you thought of me, that kind of a thing. And if that's not enough for you, don't get me a gift. Flying V and Rocket Zapdos.
And he's like, yeah, no, I'm sorry, this still isn't enough. That is exactly the episode, yep, that I was thinking of.
When I was little, I was picked on for liking Pokemon a lot, aw. So I learned to internalize my excitement and interests now. It's just how I am. And that is okay. Yeah, I've actually been thinking a lot about being an introvert lately. It's kind of along the same lines. Professor's research, Full Art. Thinking about that like a rechargeable battery analogy. So it's like, if you're an intern, if you're a Vraka, no, if you're an introvert, it's like you have to bring your own rechargeable batteries to a party, and then you have to use them at the party, and then once they're gone, you're just kind of like, that's all I have to give. But if you're an extrovert, everybody else charges your batteries for you because you gain energy from other people. And I get really frustrated and jealous of extroverts. It's like, because I want to spend my batteries on you. I want to give you my attention and my time, and I want to talk and I want to have fun.
But sometimes I need to go, have some quiet time to myself to recharge so I can continue to be excited. Yeah.
And then I'm just like, but when I'm out. And it's just like, oh, this sucks. Batteries? What are those? Hey, Buttercup! 7 months for the sub, thank you! Can't wait till I get paid this Thursday and buy some celebrations.
Ooh, nice.
Birthday Pikachu, Sugoi!
Sugoi!
Somebody was looking for this guy. I hope you get him. Was it Theo? Might have been Theo.
Alright, what are your top hunts, Buttercup? I was like, I was mentally going through, it was like, is there an Empoleon? No. Oh man, if they do a similar set for the 30th anniversary, imagine if they went and just did, here is the alt arts from all the generations.
Oh, I would die happy.
That would be such a cool set.
Looking for that Professor Full Art. Gyarados.
Sugoi! Also, I really hope they finish the Professor's Research set and then just do every Professor on one of the cards in a full art.
I'm still waiting for Alt Art trainers. Or Alt Art supporters, I should say.
Mm.
I don't need like an Alt Art toy catcher. I think I'm good.
I'm also wondering if they're going to do that with Boss's Orders as well, but I think choosing Lysander as your second attempt after Giovanni is just kind of a... No one really likes you, Lysander. I watched his Evolutions episode. Yeah, he's just crazy in it as I remember him being.
I need to watch that one. Zacian V, Sugoi!
Sugoi! Like, for a second there, I'm like, oh, you better not be giving him a redemption arc, and nope, no.
Your introverted side stronger than your extroverted side. Me too, Frozen Bolt.
Every professor with their region starters full art. Ooh, that would be a good one. I'm all up for that collection. You can do those in Marnie meal boxes. Like, that could have been... Oh, they could have done those along with the first partner packs. It's like, here's the cards, and then here's the professor with all three of the first partners. Oh.
Garchomp, level X.
Sugoi. Yeah, I guess Elma's already got a head start on that one.
Trump.
But like, if you compare that Professor Elm card to like the rest of the cards in his set, like he is exceptionally higher than the other supporters because he has all the starters in there. So they would be good value cards too.
Pikachu.
Still going.
Alright, 2 left. Come on, we pulled a Charizard. Let's see, an Umbreon, a Mew, 2, Mewtwo.
Sugoi.
Sugoi, Mewtwo EX. Guess I just wasn't quite done with that phrasing, right? Alright, grand finale, last pack. The Mewtwo is pretty cool. And Groudon.
Sugoi.
It was technically a Mew. Partial Mew, right? Didn't they pull from Mew's DNA or something?
Yes.
Alright guys, that is all the packs. So let's bring out our staircase.
Alright, and once again, all hollows in reverse, or, well, I guess hollows, regular hollows from the set, randomly distributed equally through all 6 spots.
It was a second gen Mew. Pika, pika, pika.
What the? We did it again! Out of those 40 packs, one of them was a green code.
So random.
It throws me off so much.
Wait,
Scooch. Everybody scooch. Clear the board. Sorry, kids are still here. They're just hanging out. Okay. Who goes in front? You can go in front. Venusaur. Let's go for some Gen 1. Shall we? Put you two up there.
I'm very happy that Team Rocket has a lot of representative cards, though, Smoke Skull, and this one. You got the Rocket Zapdos, you got Team Rocket Admin, Rocket Returns.
Oh no, we gotta put Gyarados in the front so we're all matchy-matchy. Not that it really matters, but it pleases my brain. Spectrum! Welcome, welcome. Pikachu Army. Okay, any other... Okay, Claydol here. Do not worry, we have many copies of Pikachu. We're just gonna stack them all together. Multiple copies of both Zamazenta and Zacian. Multiple Surfing VMAX, only one Flying VMAX. And 2 of each of the Vs. Oh, barely gonna fit everyone.
Yay! The safe rooms have the greatest like marker graffiti on their walls. It's just like messages from one survivor group to the other. It's like, willing to trade anything for some coffee grounds.
That's great.
Like, you need your coffee fix. Post-apocalypse and not a fun time for you.
Alright, we're gonna randomize 3 times. Good luck, guys. Here's 1. Here is 2. And here's 3. Theo taking our first pick. Theo, followed by Jamie. And then Michael. Ryan. Zach. And RJ. Sounds like the randomizing didn't get very random. Alright, well, whenever you're ready, Theo, you're up first. Good luck. Don't be crooked. Don't be crooked.
Alright, lots of choices. Oh, how far can I stretch that?
Oh, let me get you. First time in a very long time I didn't get last. Yay!
Woo!
Big boy Zard! Sounds good. Front and center, Zard for Theo. Alright, Jamie.
I'm really happy they went back to the original HP.
So he can be weak. Nerf that Charizard. Going for the birthday cake. Birthday Pikachu. Alright, Michael. Venusaur. Classic Venusaur. And Ryan up next. Is Birthday Pikachu expensive? Honestly, I don't know what it's at right now.
It's number 7-ish. Currently anywhere in the 16 to 20 range.
Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Going for Mewtwo EX. Birthday cake in the kitchen. Jamie, we talked about this. My birthday was in April.
Yeah, you wouldn't want any birthday cake left in our kitchen from April.
It's like, I only share the cake on my birthday. If I buy a cake after my birthday, that one's just for me. Sorry. Just kidding. Because now I'm an adult. I can buy my cake and eat it too.
That was one of the greatest revelations in college when I realized, any meal could be pizza or whatever I wanted whenever I wanted it.
Is that going for the Garchomp?
You don't actually get the point, Shuya. That is a point.
RJ, you've got 2 picks. Lots of these guys, a couple of these guys. Still good, just don't swallow it. Good advice. Take Zapdos for 1. And
It's like slightly spooky, ominous music.
it's fitting.
Spooky-mon! Also, I'm loving our spooky Reese's Pieces remodel.
Oh, we haven't showed those yet.
I know. I wasn't sure if we had, so I didn't want to fully explain it. I said okay with Tyler, kind of saltish, while under everything is so smooth soft. Yeah, we get like a little bit of a crisp. Yeah.
Professor's research. Alright, Zach, back to you.
I can type out the whole thing.
X-ray. Alright, Ryan, back to you. Oh, guess what, Ghost? I'm finally to the point where I can build a base in Subnautica.
Sugoi! You finally found that in an interior utility room?
Yes. I'm going for the Gyarados. Okay. I might have had to look it up on the internet, but I was like, you know what? I'm here to have fun. Alright, Michael, back to you. So, looking into it, Umbreon and Charizard are the top value cards in the set.
And the Gold Mew. Those are the big 3, as they are sometimes termed.
Cleffa for Michael. Alright, Jamie. Am I enjoying Subnautica so far? I am! Sometimes it's a little bit spooky, because I'm just like, I don't know what's going on. That just happened and it was a little creepy, but
Not being able to see the
it's
bottom
fun.
of the seafloor is terrifying. Someday I will get that Let's Play done, and I'm going to be horrified the entire time.
Red Dinosaur for Jamie. Groudon. And Theo, you've got 2 picks.
My brain almost started typing Red Dinosaur, and I'm like, wait, what?
Groudon is a dinosaur from our imagination. I found it horrifying, but so fun. Like, I knew some of the story spoilers before I started playing it, but it's still just kind of creepy, just going through it anyway. It's like, this is spooky, but, like, it's interesting.
He wants to dry up all the seas and make a fire nation.
Flying Pika VMAX. What else do you want? Like, I don't know how much to spoil, because if somebody hasn't played it, I don't want to ruin it.
I might be the only person in the room who hasn't played it yet, but possibly.
I haven't played the full thing. It's one of the first games where my jaw dropped on how beautiful it was. Oh, for sure.
And it was one of the best games that I think they've ever made, like, other than, like, Sea of Thieves, that got water physics real good. Like, considering the game was 90% water, like, they made some advancements in the water visualization category.
I like, so we already talked about, like, the big ship. It's not really a spoiler since it's right there when you drop first thing in the game. Anyway, I was exploring the big ship and I'm just like, I imagine this is really awkward, walking around in a ship on fire in flippers. It was all my scuba gear.
Flap.
Like, he walks really well for a guy in flippers. I think it's a guy. I don't know.
It is left to your imagination.
I think he has a name.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a spoiler or not, but like, when I was looking up other spoilers because I was stuck.
Alright, what else would you like, Theo? Lots of choices on the board.
It's a guy? Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
No worries. I was very happy when Colin found the Natural Selection 2 poster on the ship, because I'm like, I know this, because the dev teams worked on Natural Selection 2, which was an awesome game that they need to make a 3 of, because I would play that one as much as I play Back 4 Blood.
Don fan. Alright, Jamie.
If you don't know what Natural Selection 2 is, it's a real-time strategy and first-person shooter. So it's like a mix of Team Fortress and StarCraft. It's amazing. And I'm very, very sad that does not have much of a community, because it's like a 10-year-old game now, and they've been working on Subnautica and not deving it.
Although, if you haven't played Subnautica and are thinking about it, I think I recommend playing it on the PC. I'm playing it on the Switch, and some of the controls are hard. It's hard to catch fish to eat.
It was originally designed for PC, and then they ported it to the Switch, so yeah.
I'm like, if I can't catch this fish, I'm gonna starve. Can you just cooperate, please?
Subnautica would both be amazing and terrifying in VR.
Surfing Fat Boy. Sounds good. Surfing Pika VMAX. Ah.
CMC going Groudon.
Groudon. Alright. Brian's turn.
So my brain saw Cleffa followed by Groudon, and for some reason my brain put together Crouton.
Crouton.
And I'm like, wait, what?
Professor's Research. And Zach. Can't imagine the amount of nausea you'd get trying to play it in VR. I thought it was available in VR.
I
which is
think
crazy.
it is. I would never, ever, 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 ever play that game in VR.
I don't think that would be good for you.
Horror games should not be played in VR. And when you're terrified of deep ocean, yeah.
Not a good combo.
See, like, I could probably be cool with, like, Earth deep ocean, but deep ocean with giant sea monsters, a little bit different.
Professor's Research. And we got RJ with 2 picks.
I mean, I guess they'd have to have some kind of, like, system where it would just, like, have, like, a little icon on your screen showing you which direction is up. I'm really waiting for the day where VR tech gets a little bit better to help with the motion sickness stuff and whatnot.
I don't know what Geo is, but I can get a Flying Chew.
Rocket Admin. I actually don't know their name. Like, it's not Giovanni. It's a guy.
Zach, back to you.
A lady with purple hair. 3 things. All right, let me see if I can figure out who this is.
Don't really get motion sick in VR, though it can disorient your balance sometimes. Surfing VMAX.
Not one of the Team Rocket executives.
And Ryan.
I don't know if they actually have a name.
The other Surfing VMAX. And Michael. Play doll. Jamie. It's the person who took over Team Rocket during Johto, if I remember.
Okay.
A smaller fat boy surfing. Alright. Theo, you've got 2 picks. They have purple hair. I think their name is Petrel? Petrel?
Okay. Yeah, because it looks like purple hair with like 3 like vertical ponytails. Members, here we are. No, because that's the guy.
One of each Pika. Well, V's. Both V's. We'll just go with that. And let's see. Jamie, back to you. Sophia posted on Insta that she hopes to pull a full art Pika. I said, don't you worry, you're gonna pull him. I believe. I believe in the power of the Pika.
So it was 1 surfing, 1 flying Pika?
Yep. It's true, though. He's everywhere.
Let's see, Bulbapedia.
Pikachu full art. Okay, Michael, your turn. Pikachu full art, and I can donate the rest. Sounds good. Ryan. Alright, we're bringing these down so they're easier to reach.
So, Surd of the 3 Beast is based on the woman portrayed on this card. Card's effect similar to N. Card later released in the Nobles Victories expansion.
Zamazenta. Zach up next. Sashin. And RJ with 2. We'll have another one coming up when this one's done, B Philly, if you're interested. We have at least one more, and we'll have to check the mail after that, see if anybody delivered packages.
I was gonna say, we got 45 more minutes on the delivery window, and I haven't heard any doorbells or trucks.
Going for a chew and a sword. Okay. Zach, back to you.
But I have been checking, and I have not seen any changes to their delivery estimation date, so...
Weird.
Oh, never mind. Just refresh it, and now it says update delivery pending.
What?
Thank you. That is very descriptive.
Pending.
So I think what they're doing is they're going to group the entire shipment together, which means they're delaying it till tomorrow. No, I wanted longer stream tonight. Well, possibly back for blood stream tonight, depending on how long we go. 2 Zamazentas, or a Zamazenta, and then it's Ryan's turn.
Yes.
Yes.
And Ryan said, oh, I lost it. Pikachu. Pikachu. And Michael said donate.
Alright, so we have 1 to donate. So it'll
Alright.
be whatever's last picked as we do in draws.
Jamie. Pending is code for they don't want to send it out now and will later.
They're like, oh, I don't.
Rude.
It's after 6 on a Sunday. Like, that's so many boxes.
Okay, well, we have 3 Pikachus left. So 2 of these would go to Theo, and then 1 more for Jamie.
To donation.
Ooh.
One's to donation.
Oh, sorry. So 2 of these would go to Theo. Sorry, Jamie, you don't get an extra. My bad, I can't count. Alright, Theo, if you don't want those, let me know. But otherwise, 2 Forest Pikas for you. Alright, first draft complete.
Ooh, want to see my reaction to the campaign? Yeah, no spoilers. I'm only where I was before. I made sure that when I was playing more last night, I was never playing a new map.
I'll give the Jungle Chonks a home. They need a good home. They need like an entire binder page for themselves. Alright, so we've got another draft to do next.
Yep.
I'm just gonna turn off the right hand side of the screen since we're drafting.
Okay, so one of Theo's chunks going on to Shuya's. Taken care of. Don't need to worry about a trade form on that one.
Great. Alright guys, so once again we are going to open up a rally for another Celebrations Hit Draft. It's going to be the same. It's going to be 40 packs, $59.50 per spot if you're interested. 6 people total. Same thing we just did. So, I am going to turn the chat back to sub-only mode for this rally, and we will remember to turn it back off when we're done this time.
Hopefully.
And here we go. So if you are interested in this next rally, type command join in chat. That tells the bot that you are interested in a spot. And once everyone has had a chance to do the join command, the bot will randomize 6 winners. As much as I'd love another, I'll let someone else have a shot. Plus, I'm going broke. Alright, well that's fair. That's fair.
So we lost the up next list on screen somehow?
Oh, I did that on purpose.
Oh, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Since
Also-
we are currently rallying and not following the queue at the moment.
Yep. Also, as a note, if the packages indeed are showing up tomorrow and not today, it'll be shortly after stream that we will have all of those available for ordering. Kind of like how we did the set release weekend, we'll have all of the drafts up, so if you want one spot in each draft kind of a thing, you can do that as desired. I just need to recalculate based on expected pack arrivals.
This one is getting more love. It'll have Gold Star Umbra. I mean, I hope so. Alright, last call. Does anybody else want to join this rally? Anybody else interested in this hit draft break? Alright, I am going to close the rally in 3, 2, 1. Pause a little for the lag, stream delay, and here we go. Alright, congratulations to Armadillo, B Philly, Theo, Drew Boo, Maintains, and Mad Max Power. Alright, I'm pretty sure all of you know what to do. But, click on the link, find your name in the drop-down, check out with your name spot. Oh, sorry, Zach, I did miss that. Thank you for mentioning that. Ghost.
Yes, sorry.
Is it possible to get a playset of the Hollow Professor's Research in Zach's spot?
I'm pretty certain I can do that. You may already have them. I don't know. Let's see.
Alright, well, while we're taking a minute to grab those spots on the shop, I will count our packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
I definitely do like the fact that they made Professor's Research playable, though. It's nice to see some more oak.
18, 20. Alright, 40 packs. I can't believe you got in twice. I know, lucky.
I also feel like Professor Oak will actually have a lot of use with the V-Union decks. Because he's a discarder, so if you had your V-Union card in your hand, you wouldn't use Burnett to discard it from your deck. You could discard it from your hand.
Huh.
So I can see people running a copy of it. It looks like we got 5 spots so far.
Let us all take a moment and clean the spots off of our glasses.
Very important. I don't mind, drives me particularly nuts. But that stupid anti-glare coating on my glasses gets dirty like 100 times more often than normal glasses do.
Okay, so just regarding the rest of the stream, this is all the celebrations that we have today. If anybody wants to order anything that is not celebrations, you're more than welcome to. We'll get it open tonight. But I have a feeling the queue isn't really going to last too much longer, so it'll probably just be ending early for us tonight. And, you know, we'll do it all again with more packs on Monday, so tomorrow. How's it going for you, Theo?
So remind me, since I'm out of the loop on cards, so Marnie is what? Because I know Boss's orders.
Marnie is a dinosaur.
Yeah, no, she is not. Also, yes, Zach, I was able to get you a playset of Professor's Research.
Hey, no worries. Just checking in. Sounds good, sounds good.
Yep, and it just came through. I'll get everyone into the sheet. Number 9, right?
Yep.
Okay.
It's gonna be on the top row or the next row? Top row. Never
Okay.
mind.
I'm just gonna keep keeping things in the top row.
Okay, I just have to keep adding columns so I can go over far enough.
Yeah, I think if I ever end up doing any programmatical work, it's easier if the sheet knows to look only in the top rows.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Alright, well, you guys know the drill. We will randomize after all the hits have been gathered. And without further ado, time for some celebrations.
Marnie's a hand disruptor. Okay.
Alright, let's see some of those Umbreons. Maybe some Mews this time. Honestly, I really want to see a Gold Mew again. So cute. How about Venusaur?
Sigourney.
Venusaur, you're cute in your own way. You're squishy. I just want to like pinch your cheeks, but I don't know if I could reach that far.
So here's a question with Marnie. What Marnie version do you see the most often? Do you see full art Marnie from Rebel? Do you see the regular half art Marnies? Do you see the autograph Marnies? What kind of Marnie bling are people showing in their decks?
Marnie Bling. I love using the autograph Marnies. They're fun.
They are super cool.
The artwork is great. Oops. Flying VMAX.
So going. Oh yeah, Evolution Incense. That was one of the cards when I read it. I was like, this is actually really powerful because it lets you. That's the one that lets you skip an evolution stage, which is really useful for those 3-form evolutions, keeping your deck lean.
Dark Gyarados and Zacian V.
So going.
People love the flare. See a lot of people using either full art or the alt art. Full art. Dang. I'd be afraid I'd damage it.
That will be interesting as like in-person play expands. Like how many of those full art, tournament Marnies are gonna start showing up.
Cleffa. Sigoi.
So going. I was talking with Rocker earlier today about like when the Ultra Premium collections come out, like would anyone make a deck with the gold cards? I don't think they're legal for play, but you'd be like, okay, well I've added enough cards into the other sleeves so that they all weigh the same, so I still can't tell which one's the gold or something.
Oh, the gold in the ultra.
Yeah.
Whatever that giant collection thing is.
Because that'd be a bling deck.
Zacian V.
So going.
She looks so cute in her autograph card with a Morpeko.
That card has so much personality. It's amazing.
How does one do this smile thing? Professor's Research.
So going. Oh yeah, I guess you can legally use, if you have sleeves that hide the back of the card, you can legally use Japanese cards for play. As long as you have translations handy. I remember reading that rule recently.
I'm sorry guys, I forgot to turn off sub only again.
No.
My bad. We're good now though. Luckily, we have a lot of gift subs still active, so there's lots of people who can still chat. Mewtwo! Sugoi!
So going.
Ah, I keep forgetting. I told myself I wouldn't, and I did anyway. Oh, sure, yeah, I just used my Shiny Star V Marnies. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give everyone a heart attack. They're just like, why? Joking, of course, but still.
Because you'd know if it was on top of your deck. If you had a Japanese backing and it was only the Marnie card, and you're like, oh, that's a Japanese back. Next turn I'm pulling a Marnie. Like, it would give you a differential advantage in the game. So as long as you use sleeves that can't let you see what the backing is, then you're totally fine, because then you're
Are
not
you?
marking your cards. Yeah.
Imposter Oak and Full Art Pika.
So going. So like some of the sleeves that we have for like our prize vaults wouldn't work in legal play if you were mixing between Japanese and
It
English.
says I don't think you can use Japanese cards in the US.
Oh, I thought I read that. Or the whole deck has to be Japanese. Oh, can't use Japanese anymore. Oh, okay. I may have been reading a much outdated article then. And I think, like, at the time, they would have also banned any cards that are only in Japanese and not released in English. So you couldn't be like, haha, look at my VMAX Gengar. Can't fight this because there's no counter yet. I have no idea if VMAX Gengar is that strong or needs to be countered, but yeah.
Rocket Zapdos.
So go. In Japan, you're allowed to use different language cards as long as throughout the whole deck. It's throughout the whole deck. Okay.
I can see that being allowed in Japan, because Japan has everything, but not all the other languages have everything, like
Yeah.
Japan does. At least I think. There's not a whole lot of English exclusives. Celebrations at the moment. Rocket Zapdos and Pikachu Full Art.
Sugoi.
Alright, Umbi. Show us your cute face. No. Pikachu.
Sugoi.
My brain is so thrown off about what day of the week it is because we're streaming on a weekend.
Mm-hmm.
More Zapdos! So much Zapdos!
Sugoi.
It's like it's probably a Thursday today. Like
Normally we stream on a
Good
weekend,
try.
but we didn't stream every single day on the weekend, which is how we
Just
normally do it. So like having a
all
day
out of
off
whack.
in the middle of it, it's just like
so many Zappies.
if you didn't mention it was Sunday earlier, like I wouldn't have known.
Rush around. There we go. Something
Sugoi.
different.
So I was like, I was gonna go down and go see if we had any letter mail, and it's like, wait, that doesn't come today.
Rush around.
Blindingly shiny.
He got glitter bombed, but he's owning it. He's like, you can't stop me.
I've now perfected my new attack, Glitter Blizzard.
Depending on what kind of glitter they use, that would hurt.
I know, right? I think Sandstorm is bad, like glitter's sharp.
Clay dolls. So go.
Sugoi. I have a new idea for a ground fairy type.
What?
They just create sandstorms of glitter.
A new fabulous. That is my simple
Oh, they can have a
request.
whole region where like the desert is all glitter instead of sand, and then there's like fairy types in the desert.
Groudon, Full Art Pikachu.
Sugoi.
Insert blind box plug. Groudon. Pika Boy. Cleffa, Flying Pikachu V. And Cartfight Ranger with the sub.
Sugoi, Sugoi, and Sugoi.
That is 8 months now. Thank you. Yarn, baby. Gonna knit you the best sweater. The best sweater you have ever seen. It might be Cleffa-sized, but that's okay. Clef's like, I made you this sweater. I'm like, oh, thanks. It fits on my hand. My hands will never be cold.
Hmm.
Pikachu.
The only kind of fingerless glove I will accept.
Is a Cleffa sweater.
Yep.
Birthday, Pikachu!
Sugoi.
And Zamazenta.
I really feel like that Birthday Pikachu is one of my absolute favorite cards in this set. It's just so nice to see it again. Because I thought it would be a card I would never, you know.
I
Get to
would
see.
have to agree. Everybody keeps asking me what my favorites are, and I was like, ugh. Birthday Pikachu's probably up there. Surfing VMAX.
Sugoi.
I
I also
surf-
really like the half art Professor Oak, where he's writing on the card.
Yeah.
Like,
That was pretty clever. I think the Reshiram and Zekrom are growing on me. Garchomp!
Sugoi. Now that you've compared Garchomp to a Mermaid Man from SpongeBob, I'll never be able to see that. Like,
I
now
totally
that card's
forgot.
special. I wish I could.
You're welcome. Carpet Ranger, just want to say hi. We'll be back in 90 minutes. Sounds good. We may or may not be live still. I don't even know. It's gonna be short today.
One of us will be.
Fair enough. I was gonna say, man, if we go offline, we should play Unite. But, you know, I want you to have your back for blood. Feel like streaming Unite. Flying VMAX.
Sugoi. Why you make me choose?
Because I'm mean and I just want to play some more. Xerneas! There we go. That's a new one today.
Sugoi.
Haven't seen you at all today, my rainbow deer. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where the queue gets to if anybody wants to get anything other than celebrations. I will play Unite with you while Ghost kills zombies.
Actually, you and Bronco, now can rank with Masters, so I figured Bronco would probably be up for that as well.
I need help. I am struggling. I'm in, what is it, Veteran? I'm in Veteran and Sinking.
You're Veteran 4, right?
Barely. I think I'm barely hanging on to Veteran 4.
Yeah, you keep bouncing back and forth on those same 6 pips in Veteran 4 and Veteran 5.
Yep.
We got you like one game away
I
so many
know.
times.
I was one pip away from ranking up, and then I just lost like 6 times in a row.
It's always the other
Imposter
teammates
Oak.
half murdering Zapdos and then not finishing it.
I'm gonna watch Ghost explode things.
Mm.
As long as it's not himself. You know, that's the goal.
Most of the
Surfing.
time it's not.
Most of the time. Or your teammates.
Look,
Be
sometimes
nice to
the
them,
only
too.
way to stop the special effect is a point-blank frag grenade, and it just happens.
It just
It keeps the team from
explain
wiping.
that to them. Tapu Lele, Sugoi,
Sugoi.
and Professor's Research.
Nightmare mode is going to be real rough on this new difficulty curve. Because you can't save your teammates by throwing a Molotov at them anymore.
But if we do end up, or if I do end up streaming Unite, you might have to help me.
I will help you with the tech setup beforehand, yes.
Okay. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. We don't actually have to. F-oo.
But no, I definitely think we should do like a Unite stream sometime this month if we have a day
Reshi.
available. Sugoi.
Reshiram and Pikachu. So many hits. I love this set. It is so nice.
Like, I'm really glad that holiday sets have that, like, hit-filledness
I
word.
mean, not all of them did. Look at you, champions. But this one's great. If you
Yeah,
can see-
they learn from Hidden Fates, they learn from, Shining Fates. It feels good to pull many, many hits.
Yeah, Shining Fates did pretty good too. At least the first print, for sure.
Shining Legends, I think, hit slightly better than a normal set, but it wasn't, like, significantly.
Pikachu.
So Shiny can't see the Pokemon? Exactly. That's how I know which one it is. It's like, oh, there's glare and I can't tell what it is. It's the Reshizard. Or no, Reshiram. Not Reshizard.
Here comes Team Rocket and Surfing Pikachu.
Sugoi.
We're not sleeving this one anymore either. So, just to reiterate, it's Here Comes Team Rocket, Claydol, Full Art Pikachu, and there's one more. Imposter Oak.
Yep.
Zamazentavi and Cleffa.
So one thing they could have easily done with the
Team Rocket Returns to make it like the Chonkachu in the jungle. They could have made them on the balloon, so that the bottom text box is just the edge of the balloon. And it's
Oh
just
my
them
gosh,
looking out
that'd
of
be
the balloon.
great.
And then you just have to do Jesse's hair and a little bit of James's hair, and then like a background.
That would have been awesome.
And then you know that card would have been one of the big 5 or something, probably.
Pikachu. Alright, 2 left. What has been your least common big hits in the set so far? We were talking about like Shining Magikarp's not been super popular.
Been very popular and
Well,
not been super easy to
pull-wise,
find.
yeah.
We've actually had remarkable luck with Blastoise.
We had so many Blastoise in the beginning. It was just like Blastoise breaks.
Rayquaza's been very hidey.
Pipa.
And Tapu Lele has been surprisingly rare as well.
Yeah, I think that was our last one.
Yeah, it was our last.
We didn't do an official checklist because Celebrations is so small, but we did like a unofficial checklist, and Tapu Lele was the last one we pulled. Alright, last pack. Of course. Full art Pikachu. No Umbies and no Mews today, but that's okay. Reshorams, those ones are pretty.
Pokemon cards are 3x4, right?
The
Dimensions?
top loaders or the actual cards?
Oh, the top loaders are 3x4. I was just trying to do the mental math because someone mentioned using those full art Pikachus to like wallpaper a room, and I was just wondering what the square footage of how many Pikas per square footage you'd need.
Have you printed any promo orders today?
I got you all of the ones that we had, so
Okay.
you are current.
Awesome. I just think somebody
Oh.
just did one.
Yeah, I'll get you the last.
I'll make it. So,
815 and on are new.
okay. 815.
Or, well, no, 800 and on, sorry.
Okay, time for the big staircase. There are lots of Clefas. Let's sort those guys out. At least 4. 4 Clefas. Lots of
You're gonna get
research.
so many sweaters. You're gonna have, she's gonna do sweaters and socks too. We're gonna make gloves, and then
2 Reshies.
I bet you Cleffa could make an awesome bacon bug shaped scarf.
Ah! Oh man, I wonder if they sell bacon, like junior bacon scarves on Etsy. I might have to go look. Alright, so we got some Professor Research full art. I have 2 Reshorams, but for the sake of space, lots of Cleffas. 4 of them. 3 Zapdos.
Later is 1 out of 259 packs in a pull rate data sheet I saw today. Rares pulled by about 80 packs. I feel like a lot of those data sheets don't have a high enough number of packs for statistical, perfection. But, you can still read general trends out of them.
Alright, now non-top loaded. Pika Pika, Pika Pika Pika, Oak.
I'm trying to remember my old statistics classes, but I think any event that has less than, it's either 7 or 8 occurrences, or 10 occurrences, it's not powerful enough to be accurate. So you'd have to open enough packs to have at least 10 Tapu Lele pulls to be able to say things with fairly confident at their rate. In general, but yeah. It was just shy of 1,000, so yeah, it was just a little short. So if it was 1 in 256, they'd need about 2,500-ish or so packs to be much more confirmed. Because that usually washes out the random chance, but, But still interesting that Tapu Lele is definitely, like, I can definitely say with confidence that it's not one of the more common ones from seeing it at 1 and 256 on that sheet, or 259. Sorry, I took statistics classes a lot in grad school, so I'm like... I'm a very nitpicky statistics person.
No. They're sleeves. They don't knock things over.
I also have forgotten most of my statistics, which is sad. It was fun.
And let's put some focus. Sorry, this one's taking me a while.
Yeah, stats was an extraordinarily hard class, and I couldn't learn it. And then I found one professor at my college who I went to his class, and I'm like, oh my god, it makes all sense. Like, he literally explained it the perfect way for my brain to click, and I'm like, I'm literally taking every stats class you ever teach so I can learn stats.
All right, my friends, it is time. Oh, it is time to randomize the order of our participants. Accidentally scrolled a little too far there. So we're gonna randomize 3 times. Here is 1 and 2 and 3 times. Looks like Brad, you are taking first pick.
Hey, that is something awesome to gloat about. Pulling a Tapu Lele in 10 packs. That's for certain a good luck.
Do we have names?
Oh, that would be a real good thing to have, yes. One moment. Well, I printed those, but I just apparently did not.
All good. All right, so we've got Brad, then Andrew, Max, Steven, Theo, and AJ. So whenever you're ready, all you. I have 4 Leles in rainbow form. Tapu Lele was what? Originally from Guardians?
I think so.
Oh my goodness, I thought they didn't do any... No, there was no Sword and Shield era stuff, but they did the Tapu from Sun and Moon.
Tapu Lele set was...
Alright, we got Venusaur for Brad.
Sun and Moon Guardians Rising, yep.
Alright, Andrew up next. Venusaur, 1 of 2 that I need.
Nice. One more box checked off.
I think it's on TCG Player, Buttercup, or if you just search Celebration Set List. I think Pokebeach and Pokeguardian had it at one point. Birthday Pikachu, alright.
Yeah, sometimes it's referred to as the Classic Collection, so it might be just listed differently. All right,
And
so
Max's turn.
Brad, Andrew, Max, followed by Steven, Theo, and AJ. All right, now we're good. Pika.
Good for the Tapu. Okay. Steven, you're up.
You two.
And Theo next. Xerneas. Alright, AJ, you've got 2 picks. We're doing snake order.
So that little bit of gibberish I just put into chat there, if you replace the search on the URL bar on TCG Player from instead of just one of the set names with that, it gets you both sets. Which is handy for looking at all the cards. And I need to catch up.
Got gotta take advantage of those fairy cards while we can,
Mm.
as they're slowly fading away.
Until they make Fairy Rise 2. Rising higher. I don't know.
Pull out Professor's Research and Cleffa. Alright, Theo, back to you.
I don't know. Now the dragon came back, like, you know, they could totally pull fairy type when they're like, we need something new for this month. Bringing back fairy types.
Let's just disrupt things all over again.
I wonder if there's going to be any fairy type Pokemon in Arceus. Considering they like made such a big deal, like, we've discovered fairy types. And it's like, no, they've been around for like 400 years. Where have you been?
Gotta get my knitted sweater. Theo, go and Cleffa. Steven, your turn.
And you know Cleffa's, like, sweaters are going to be, like, super top quality because, like, they're carefully examining every little bit of the yarn.
Either that or their arms just don't reach very far, so they get like, ooch, 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 ooch.
Like, this yarn does not meet my standard of quality.
It displeases me.
This goes into Persian's yarn ball.
Did anybody else get traumatized by that counting game in Pokemon Stadium? With the Cleffas and the Igglybuff? And just like the horde of Pokemon that runs out and you gotta count them all.
Oh, God. My brain couldn't keep track of that many separate numbers.
Going for the Reshiram. Very Dead Rising. Alright, Max, back to you.
I'm so sad that they didn't put multiplayer on the most recent Dead Rising game. It would have been so much fun.
Got Professor's Research, and then Andrew.
I've never even actually seen the playthrough of like the actual storyline for that game because all I've seen is like a little bit of the multiplayer, and then that game kind of just like vanished off of everyone's radar.
Also going Reshiram. And Brad, 2 picks. So down to 1 Professor. Still got 2 Cleffas, 3 Zapdos. Scooch these over there, a little crowded. Zapdos. And Cleffa. Sweaters for everyone. Okay, back to Andrew.
You know what? Something I just realized? There's no spooky Pokemon in Celebrations, like at all.
Garchomp. That depends on if you make them spooky or not.
I'm really surprised there's not a Darkrai card.
Max, your turn.
Especially considering Darkrai dominated that era that the Xerneas is from.
Cleffa. And Steven.
Oh, Dark Gyarados. Okay, there's at least one dark kind of themed one. All right.
He probably writes angsty poetry in his spare time.
Mhm.
That's kind of spooky. No Umbreon this time. A little bit sad.
Oh, Umbreon. Yeah, Umbreon's a spooky Pokemon. Never mind. I'm done.
Oh, we're talking about spooky Pokemon. Professor's Research. Okay.
Okay, I'm now much more okay with this set coming out in October and having at least one spooky Pokemon. We're good.
Theo, your turn.
Although now I really want an alt-art Pokemon card of Gorgeist and Pumpkaboo, where it's like a giant Gorgeist rising out of a pumpkin patch of Pumpkaboo, a la Charlie Brown.
Claydol. And AJ, 2 picks.
What's up, Grandpa? Well, didn't know they added voice detection at Build-A-Bear. Oh my god, can you imagine? That'd be like a revolution for them. Like, your plush will respond to you if you call their name.
That'd be creepy.
Kids would go nuts for that, though.
We're gonna have another Furby uprising. I don't encourage this. Dark Gyarados and Surfing VMAX. Alright, Theo.
Sure, we did see the movie where that did go badly.
The Mitchells or something?
Yeah, Mitchell's versus the Machines or whatever.
Yeah, with the Furby
fantastic movie. If anyone hasn't seen it yet, highly recommend.
The Furby uprising. I was like, I knew it! I knew it! Surfing Pika VMAX.
Unfortunately, Shuya, yes. Unfortunately. Forewarning for anyone curious about that, don't be, never look that up.
Steven.
Your nightmares will thank you for not making them worse. Thinking more Small Soldiers. Man, Small Soldiers was a good movie too. I'd forgotten that movie existed.
Groudon. Alright, Max. I think he credited Shuya for Poke's comment about skinned Furbies.
Oh, sorry. Shuya mentioned Chucky immediately afterwards, and so, yeah.
Let's see, where are we? Andrew? Or Max?
Max just said Zapdos. Sorry.
Okay.
My brain was still wrapping itself around which person I called which.
Alright, now we're on Andrew. Oh, I'm definitely a 90s kid. I was 91, so I had most of the 90s to enjoy. Zapdos as well. And then Brad, 2 picks.
You know the one thing I missed out of 90s toys that I really wanted to get and I never got?
What?
Moon boots.
What are those?
They were the trampoline shoes. Where they were basically big, giant, like, plastic tubs with some springy stuff in, and you would, like, bounce everywhere with them.
That kind of sounds fun. The Imposter Professor. And what else? Flying Pikachu VMAX.
My feet were always too big as a kid.
Back to Andrew.
So my Nickelodeon Green Slime alarm clock radio in your living room? Oh, that's so cool.
Alright, I'm tired of reaching to the back.
As a kid, I always wanted to go on one of those Nickelodeon game shows, because then I would be like, I'm keeping this slime in my pocket. Keeping it forever.
Flying Pikachu VMAX. Alright, Max.
Also, Flying Pikachu VMAX.
And Steven. So easier for me to reach in the front.
It is a gaggle of jungle Pikachus today.
Right? Here comes Team Rocket. I was like, what does that mean? Theo. Tokyo Ghoul just started and I was jamming out to the opening. Yeah, that's one I never did end up seeing. Imposter Sus Oak. Very sus.
I just typed imposter sus.
Pretty sure he just vented, so. Alright, AJ with 2 picks.
What was the... Is Tokyo Ghoul the one with the eyeball on the hand? Or is that a different one?
Going for 2 surfing Pikachu Vs. And Theo. Loga and I both got a flying V in our packs, but no surfing. Well, perfect. Here's some extras.
Parasite, that's the one. I think they came out like the same year, or they were like, for some reason my brain just classifies those two as the same like show, so I always confuse the two. They're nothing alike, but my brain's just like, I haven't seen either of them fully, so it's just like...
Another Jumbo Chunk for the collection. Alright, Steven. I actually really liked Parasite. It was a little bit bloody for me, but I found it very interesting. Flying Pika. And Max.
It was interesting to see basically the equivalent of anime Venom.
What was that? What that's? I've never actually seen Venom.
I mean, Venom's a symbiote, and that one's a parasite, but, you know, kind of the same thing. Alien thing comes on and fuses with somebody, you know. I also have not seen Venom, but I know the concept of Venom.
I do wish they'd put a magnet at the bottom of the Pika pin so it stays as Flying Pika. Oh, that's annoying.
Oh, where you could, like, turn it and, like, lock it up. Yeah, that'd be kind of a cool thing. I don't know if they could make that pin any heavier, but it's a hefty pin. Finished Demon Slayer Season 1, just time for Season 2 to come out. Nice. Oh, sorry, Zacian.
What? Oh, I
I said
missed it.
Zacian.
My bad. That was Max. Okay. Andrew.
Parasite is older than Tokyo Ghoul manga-wise. Yeah, but I think anime was around the same time, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe my brain just organizes things weird. It does that.
Flying Pikachu. And Brad with 2.
Top has Imagining sticks, but the bottom doesn't. Oh! Okay. I tried avoiding playing with them too much. That way they'd be a good shape for everyone.
Alright, Full Art Pika and Flying Pika. Back to Andrew.
But yeah, I remember when, like, Celebrations was, like... Zamazenta? Was, like, coming out. Like, I remember that it's like, oh yeah, there's gonna be a Flying Pikachu pin and a Surfing Pikachu pin. I'm like, well, there's a Surfing Pikachu pin. I see all these boxes. What box gets the Flying Pikachu pin? Not realizing they made a 2-in-1.
Max, you're up.
So that was a fun little surprise.
Yeah. I was wondering the same thing. I was like, oh, I guess we just got one. Nope. Zamazenta. I can't see anymore. All of them have gone off. That was for
That was for Max.
Max, yeah.
Yep.
Steven.
Yeah, I don't even think commas would help at this point. There's a lot of hits in this break. Guess who was playing with their pin when they got it?
Zacian. And Theo. Yes, we do have the flying pin. We also have the surfing pin. 2 for 1 pin. Another chunk! We're having a Thor moment where he throws the coffee mug and we're like, another! And AJ, 2 picks.
Thor totally would get along with Pikachu.
Yes. He's like, would you recharge my hammer? Thank you. Oh, the pin with the flying and surfing Pikachu. The cloud portion rotates, so it can either show you the surfboard, or if you rotate it to the bottom, it'll show you the balloons. So it's a 2-in-1 pin.
2 chunks for me. Apparently, the only people in the world who went 8 packs without opening one.
Oh, really? Well,
We got you covered.
we got plenty. And Theo, back to you. I think I have one right here.
More Pika. I was gonna say I was gonna
More
walk
Pika?
up and for
yes.
Theo. Yeah.
Okay. Steven, up next. Pika. And let's see, Max.
Yeah, it moves. It's so crazy.
Also Pika. Andrew.
Well, yeah, we did just restock those. We were out the other day, but they are back up on the shop.
More Pika. No, it's pronounced more Peko. Also Pika. And Brad. 2 picks.
Has Staceface put out the Pika TikTok yet?
I don't know. I haven't checked today.
Hmm.
Pika and Zamazenta. Okay. Down to the doggos. Back to you, Andrew. Oh, nice. Picked one up. Sweet. Then you can have your own pin to play with. If you put it on the side, then you get both. Zacian. And then Max. We have Zamazenta for you. And that is everything. 21 more days. Ooh, 21 more days till some exciting events. Alright, let me put my decorations back together.
Yeah, so I think our deliveries have officially, like, it still says pending, but it's past the 7 p.m. window, so
Aw.
sadness, no more celebrations for the night.
Anyway, if we wanted to see the pin actually in focused. Yeah, so it's like a 3-part pin. You got the background, you got the clouds, and you got Pikachu in front. And you can put it up top to surf, put it down below to fly. And it does come with 2 pin backs, because it is kind of
Yeah, it's
heavy.
one of their biggest pins they've ever made, for certain.
Hey, Groot, you've been banned from your dorm room for 1-ish hours. I feel like your roommate might be up to some shenanigans. That's what this sounds like. Alright, well, we have finished our 2 drafts, and I think, like Ghost said, that's all we're going to have. But we do have a few more orders that were in the queue for other things, not celebrations. So, to Ryan and Christine, apologies for the delay. Let's get to it. Ryan, alt-art bundles for you. 2 of them.
So yeah, as far as the celebration orders and stuff for tomorrow, a little bit after the stream, we'll have those go live, and we'll have a ton more shuffles and hit rotations and a whole bunch of personals and things like that available, and those will be for tomorrow's stream.
2 of each pack type. Good luck. Here we go. And take Corviknight VMAX.
Ooh, Sugoi. Okay, Corbinite, you a spooky bird. You're a crow. You're part of Spooky Month. Sugoi.
When are we releasing the next gym leader? So I think we were saying Thursday.
Yeah, I think because Monday and Tuesday will probably be mostly celebrations and stuff. We should be getting quite a bit of celebrations in, hopefully. And then by Thursday, I think we'll have, less urgent need to have things we can open celebrations in more quickly. If that wording makes any sense at all. We have time for gym challenges.
Definitely some shenanigans there, Groot. Shenanigans is just funny to say, so I try to use it whenever possible. Well, you can hang out with us. We might not be alive very long, but for now. Tornadus V, Sigurd.
Sugoi.
Can you show us the Snom plushie size? Yeah, let me wrap up these packs and we'll take a look at cute Snom.
Acquire the Snom.
Oh, Glaceon Rainbow!
Sugoi.
That's what we want. Glaceon, looking good. All the colors. Congrats, Ryan. Sugoi. So
Sugoi.
pretty. Glaceon and Leafeon are my favorite evolutions too, just in time. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? Alright, well, it looks like our grand finale there, Glaceon VMAX Rainbow. Congrats! And we got like 1 out of 2 hits per pack, 3 hits, 6 packs. Words are hard today. No bulk. Okay, we had a request for the cute Snom plushie.
I forgot how soft that Snom is.
Cute Snom. So yeah, Snom kind of is about the size of my palm hand. He's so light colored and reflective, but trust me, he's got that like mochi feel. If you've ever had one of those really soft mochi plushies, that is Snom. Also comes with a little keychain loop. It is removable if you do not wish to cuddle the keychain. A giant tag.
But in case you wish for a Snom disco ball, totally an option.
I love how the tag is the same size as the Snom. But yeah, this is our giveaway today. Snom has been featured multiple times, but in the past nobody has claimed poor Snom. They either go for the gift cards or just don't claim it at all. So, Snom is back. Looks like a Galarian Corsola. Yeah, a little bit. Alright, Christine. 6 packs of Evolving Skies. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Let's pull some all darts.
Good luck. Hashtag Snom needs love too. It's true. Do yourself gorgeous hollow. Colin, where's my son? Ugh, he's loafing around in the back.
I mean, who?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Sugoi, Sylveon.
Sylveon. Nomination. Let's see. Fell down behind the mystery bundles. This guy? This guy? He's here. He's just chilling. It's Greggy. Pincer. It's just a white Pyukimuku. Yeah, kind of. Like the ice version. How many plushies do you have? A lot.
Good answer.
Most of them are for stream, but they're fun to play with in the meantime. Sorry, Woobat. Flareon VMAX.
Segoy.
Like, I will fully admit, when I'm running behind, it is a lot easier to give away a plush than it is to give away a card. The pictures are easier to make. So that's why we give away plushies a lot, because it's just easier for me. And Ludicolo Hollow. Alright, a couple of EVs. We got Flareon VMAX and Sylveon V.
Segoy.
I've been giving you the money I've been sending her. I have received 0 checks in the mail, Shuya. It's okay. He's a very light eater. He hardly eats anything, except for a couple of dust bunnies.
It's spooky month.
Shuya, I just sent you $59.50. That was for the draft, not for Typhlosion. Alright, Brad, with some Evolving Skies as well.
So, even though I knew it was spooky month, I totally forgot it was spooky month, and the whole plan for spooky month. We can bring back the Abominations!
The Abominations! The Frankenmon!
Yes, I could not remember the word for them. Thank you for remembering.
Well, we will decorate with them next stream.
Mm-mm.
Good luck, Brad.
Let's see if King Zone's been up to any new Frankenmon lately.
They're actually going to be at Anime Bonsai in Utah.
Ooh, fun.
Alright, come on, Evolving. We got one more. Show us something cool. Tentacruel. Ah, Milotic.
Oh my gosh, they did one in June that was a Charmander into like a caterpillar. So it was a whole bunch of Charmanders.
We
That's
tried.
slightly terrifying, actually.
I know they did like a Cerberus with like all the starters as the heads.
I'm just trying to imagine what that would look like.
Oh, you don't have to imagine.
Did you need a good one?
Yes, I did. Thank you. That's actually the one that I was looking at.
Here you go, Braca.
What?
I can get the link.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord, no.
It's a Charmander
Oh,
piece.
this is some... Alright. Yeah, Cave Zone. Okay, yeah, why am I not surprised?
Yeah. Because we just remembered that it's spooky month, so we can bring back ours.
I'm just going to throw out there, Cave Zone has made me more uncomfortable in my life than I ever expected to be, due to their sheer talent at making just the most messed up stuff. It stuns me every time, but I am nonetheless left breathless and astonished.
So as far as the ladder goes for this week, I think we should still leave it up for another 2 streams. So we were planning on using the ladder for 3 full streams, and today I don't feel like really contributed much since we didn't have much.
Yeah, I believe on Monday we'll finally have enough packs in that we'd be able to complete the ladder. Because we've just been mostly waiting on having enough packs arrive.
Well, we usually do 2,000 packs in a week, and
Right.
we have 2,000 packs left on our ladder.
Right. Yeah.
So 2 more streams?
Yeah, two. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, 2 more streams is right. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I don't think we're getting through everything that's arriving tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know if we
It
can
would be like a
open that
20-hour
fast.
stream. Like.
But yeah, this is the ladder for the week. So 2 more streams to complete it. Hopefully we can unlock that super adorable Mew.
Mm-hmm. Also, that awesome promo Zekrom and that cute Pikachu and Ash's hat.
Yeah, if you missed it, we themed the ladder to Pokemon that were in Celebrations, but not necessarily the Celebrations card. So, a little bit fun.
Yeah, I tried to find like more promo-y ones or ones that were like less commonly seen. So.
It's fun. Actually, the last card, the Mew EX, is super cute in person. So,
Mm-hmm.
to whoever gets it, I hope you enjoy. Alright, let's give this a refresh. Make sure I'm not missing anybody. Well, I guess we have a decision to make, Ghost.
Mm-hmm.
What are we doing after stream?
Up to you.
Up to me. Should see if Rocka wants to get roped in. Rocka's like working, and I'm like, hey, let's go play video games. I just want to play, so whether we play on stream or I play by myself.
I mean, I can help you with the tech setup.
Distract them. I need to go talk to Rocka.
Okay. Shuya very much in favor of the Back 4 Blood, yeah. Like, I'll be streaming Back 4 Blood regardless of the outcome, probably. Like, I probably will not be doing Unite tonight, but I will be joining in for some Unite games in the future. But, yeah, I'm definitely going to be probably in charge of the tech setup to make sure we get it working. Because I've tested out the capture card, but I'm not 100%. We haven't done it like 100% recently. But I'm looking forward to, having some gaming time as well. Also, come to think of it, I guess we would be doing that on Segoy? I'm actually not certain where Colin is planning on doing the stream at.
So Rocka found something cool.
Mm-hmm. That is so bizarre. I've never seen that one.
So Rocka found this while he was sorting things. Look at this top loader. What happened?
It's a Crypt
Yeah.
top loader.
It pretty much is, just on the bottom. Let's see. If I stick a bolt card in it, what happens?
Yep, no, it's
Yeah, so
a
you can
solid
see
bar
it a
down
little
there.
bit better. That is so weird. I've never seen one like that before. Top load, the rare top loader. Oh, that's funny.
Wait, we got bigger top loaders. We could put it in the top. I don't think they would fit it, but...
So, for your entertainment, we have weird top loaders.
Also, speaking for their entertainment, which channel should there be some,
I feel like if I'm
Nice.
not streaming with Ash and Ginkgo, probably Sugoi.
Hold on, did somebody say bigger top loader? Or...
This is our our jumbo card top loaders. I don't think it would fit in there though. Let's try.
Maybe.
I'm afraid if I put it in there, I'm not going to get it out. Hey,
Yeah,
it does.
I have my ways.
Top load the top loader. It's a miscut, you know. We got.
So, guys, we're gonna put this up on eBay. Bidding starts at $500. We're gonna leave it open for 3 weeks. Yeah, that's an ugly one. That's gonna. We're just gonna put that where we don't talk about it.
That was funny. Okay,
Called the
well,
trash.
I think that's all that we've got for stream today. Claim. Shuya's gonna bid
Oh, no.
1,500.
Alright, so... Yeah, so the Sugoi stream link that was just posted by Shuya earlier, that's where this will be at. I guess we should probably just raid into Sugoi, and that way everyone can drop a follow. It might take a little bit to get the tech stuff set up.
Yeah, I might go grab a snack or something and then start up later.
Yeah. I'm gonna go home and even be on there. Ooh, spooky.
So, if you are planning on joining, were you going to plan on doing the Discord voice version? Because then I can just set up that as well,
I think-
tech-wise.
Well, I
Well,
mean,
we
we
were
have
talking about it earlier, weren't we? Isn't there like a private gaming channel?
Oh yeah, like we can do it. I just have to set it up so that the OBS also can take the Discord voice and add it into the stream. So
I'll jump in.
okay, I just need to know for tech setup.
Yeah.
Ghost Wolf has his own command in our chat. I guess Sugoi does too, but
Yeah. So I will probably be, I don't know, 40 minutes or so before I start up. So I'll probably like start at the top of the hour or so because that'll take me that long to get things tested.
Yeah, I got to get home and then eat some dinner, so I might be probably about an hour out-ish from now.
Yeah.
I've
But if any of you happen to have Unite, I think you'll probably be doing standard games and stuff for some of them. So,
Yeah, it depends on who wants to play and.
as I say, with ranked, you got to watch people's rankings because certain ranks
Yeah.
can't play with each other. But
If Poke's on there, like I just plan on taking it easy. So you can break your back. I'll let you heal.
Buttercup's totally up for joining.
Alright,
Nice.
so if you want to hang out with us and come play Unite or just, chat or whatnot, it's going to be on Sugoi Stream, the channel. That was our old channel that we were streaming from before we were Bari Bari.
Yep, and if you have not added Colin, Vraka, and myself on Unite, if you go into the Discord in the gaming channel, I believe everything should be pinned messages. So and you can also join our Unite guild, but please post your username in the Discord when you do that join, because we get a whole bunch of random people joining, and we want to make sure it's a fans guild thing.
Yeah. I will go post in the gaming channel, like Sugoi Stream and that kind of information. We'll raid Sugoi Stream if you aren't following, so you know where to go if you want to come play Unite with us. But if you don't want to play Unite, just some stream notes real quick. Did we talk about the pre-orders for Monday? If you want more celebrations, those will be going up pretty much when we go offline.
Yep.
It'll be like probably 10 minutes just for us to get them live on the shop. Buybacks are live if you wanted to check that out. And giveaway! Shuya! Thank you. I'm losing my mind. And now we're gonna do a giveaway.
Alright, let's check out that leaderboard.
Alright, Snob, maybe you can find a home today. Are we all refreshed and accurate? We are. Okay. Yeah, super short stream. We didn't get any of our deliveries that said they were coming in today, and I'm very sad. So. But we have lots of them that are planning to be delivered tomorrow, so I have faith. Alright, good luck guys. I'm gonna run the giveaway in the chat. And, oh, Buttercup!
Sugoi!
Buttercup winning the song! Or the gift card, up to you. Your first viewer giveaway win!
Sugoi, and it's a cute one.
Congrats! Alright, well, I'm pretty sure you know the drill. Check your whispers for how to claim. I forgot to set the shop, but I think we should be okay. If it sends you to the Japan store, just claim it anyway.
Yep.
That's fine. Alright, well, I think that is all I have now. Thanks for joining us for this short stream. I think this is the shortest stream we've probably ever done. We're setting records.
Other than those streams where we had like a crash 15 minutes in and had to restart, like...
That doesn't count. That's cheating.
True.
All right. Well, have a good rest of your day. If you don't join us for Unite, and we will see you tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep. And as far as those new or the store reloads, like literally minutes, I'm opening all the products and I'm just gonna throw them all active in like 10 minutes or so. Or no, not even 10 minutes. Like as soon as we end the stream, basically. So.
All right. I'm gonna raid into Sugoi stream, so if you would like to join us, you know where to go. You can drop a follow if you feel like it. But otherwise, have a great day. Have a great night. See you tomorrow.
Sugoi!
Also, I haven't updated any of the information on Sugoi stream in like eons, so it could be funny. All right. Bye bye, Sugoi.
Sugoi!